Going live. It says I'm live. Am I live? I am. Alright, sorry. I also had technical difficulties. It kept telling me encoder error. So I had to just close it all down and then restart it. But yeah. Alright. Hello, Naomi. Sorry. I had to plug in my phone. I had technical difficulties, but now we're good. So. Mr. Tomato is on. Yes. I know, as Clockwork calls me, Mr. Tomato. And yeah, Dame Alien, you don't have to join the Discord if you don't want to, but I'm just curious. Like, I didn't really use Discord much either, so not a big deal. I totally get it. But anyway, last we left off, we had a lot. Well, we had done a lot. So I believe we have like 3 roaming warbands and just 2. Is that the finale over there? Looks like. Did I activate that? Well, let's see. Actually, no, I don't want to activate it. I probably want to use it for a boost. Let's do the Treasure Guardian. Let's see how we do. Let's start off with a tough fight, because that's obviously what you do when you haven't played in a while. Alright. So the way that he works is that I want to kind of kill off these guys. I also lost my ability card, which is a pain, so I have to do some sacrifices using the cards that I draw. I guess I'll bring in the Golem. I guess I will upgrade him immediately. Let's do a Scapegoat, sacrifice him. And now everything is decreasing price. So let's see. Some of these things are too cheaper. Let's give the automatic promotion thingy to him. Boost all their armor, and we'll just go from there. Alright. May as well give him the free barrier. Alright, I suppose. Well. I could bring in the wolf for free, but I don't think I'll do that. Let's bring in the abomination. Okay. We're doing okay. Yeah, let's give him that sign of revenge. He's doing alright. Could do a scapegoat on the abomination. Probably not a bad idea. Could also bring in the Fae. Maybe I'll do that. Let's do a life breather instead. Make him activate a bunch. And we can bring in a worm, which I love, and make him a scapegoat. Fantastic. I can become a lich already. I hope I don't sound sick. Like, I feel it a little bit in my voice, and I hope that this is as bad as it's gonna get. But we will see. Alright, let's upgrade this guy. Actually, do I need... Well, I don't really want to transform, do I? Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to, only if things are getting bad, because I don't want to risk transforming and then struggling to defend against them. Because I think that's a legitimate concern to have. Alright, let's have him activate 4 times. That was a lot. Okay, I can sacrifice that minion, not a bad idea. Alright, let's bring in a ghoul as we killed off one of the werewolves. Let's see here. I could give him some barrier, probably not a bad idea. Alright, we seem to be doing fine. Alright, so let's bring in the ghoul. You make him activate, they shall perish. So you don't want to do that. Alright, let's do this. He'll heal a little bit. I'll draw a card. Yeah, may as well just play this one actually, because yeah, I don't want him to deal too much damage to my boy. So sure, let's play it. It also makes things cheaper. Can't really play too much of it though. Yeah, let's activate him. Give my friend some barrier. Man. Alright, let's summon a worm. And we should be fine from here. Let's sacrifice the worm, doing a big hit. And then we have a ritual. And another ritual. Alright. Well, he's getting there. Sure, let's switch to the Necromancer. We should just be able to kill him with Tongue of Fire. And he's out. Another one bites the dust. We're almost at level 20, which is the other ultimate passive, which I'm excited to see.
You found what was protected by this beast. A stash of gold and jewelry. When you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold, 3 ethereal chests materialize in front of you. Bringing your hand towards one of them causes the others to shimmer and blur.
Alright, so I can gain 10 armor, a bunch of weird shards, which I don't really need, or damage. I did learn that increasing damage does not affect your summons, so let's just grab some armor. We probably don't need any of that, but let's avoid a little bit of damage. And to the next roaming warband. Alright, so we have the Hopeless Mutation, the Giant Cyst thingy. I think it's just disgusting. We have the Necromancer, and we have a Faith Healer. Okay, well, let's always play it safe with the Golem. Also, we can upgrade the Golem. Let's use a Life Breather on him to make him activate a bunch. Also to sacrifice. We probably do want to bring in somebody like the Animated Worm, but self-awareness is more important. Okay, activate him. And give him some armor. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So he's going to remain for a while now. Let's see, I'll just leave that there. They're not dealing enough damage. Yeah, sure. Let's give him some barrier. Can sacrifice a minion, but probably... I may as well. I'll activate a bunch. I don't want to sacrifice him. That wouldn't be good. All I really have is a little bit of barrier. Okay. He's going to deal a boatload of damage right there. So every time I bring someone in, that's essentially another 50 damage that's going to go to the Golem, which is kind of a concern. I suppose if I bring in the Abomination and sacrifice him, it's not a big deal. But it doesn't look like I have a sacrifice. Alright, Sign of Revenge. Let's activate, see what we draw. Okay, so now we could. Let's bring in the Fellow. Make him activate, and then scapegoat him, so that he isn't somebody for him to attack. Oop, he killed him anyway. Yikes. Okay. I can bring in 3 ghouls. I suppose I should. I can do a sacrifice here. Sure. Yep. Alright. So I've never reached level 20 with the Necromancer. Time to see what they can do. After we get an acid flask. I'll put it there, why not? And also a card, Overdose. At the start of each turn, the minion increases its damage by 100% and permanently loses 30% of its max health. No. Oversaturation at the start of each turn, activate. That's also a no from me. Need for Fae. Sacrifice a minion. Summon a Fae. Alright, let's re-roll. Let's see what else is available. You could get another Synergy or a Harvest. Sacrifice a minion. Promote all others. It is a sacrifice ability, but promoting as long as I get my golem to promote every round, promoting isn't actually going to be all too helpful with the Necromancer. I already have a synergy, so I think I'm just going to skip these cards. Alright, not my final form. When you sacrifice a minion, promote every other minion. Or if you sacrifice an ethereal minion, summon that minion. That is interesting. I do sacrifice ethereal minions a fair bit. So it's not too bad. Alright, achieving Lich form requires 4 charges instead of 6. So I wonder if that just decreases the maximum. Each ultimate ability used in combat provides an additional 100% damage in the Lich form this combat. Each ultimate ability use. So that means that this must stack. That's what it sounds like. Or, in Lich form, +3... I can't scroll down. Oh well. In Lich form, +3 new curse cards, +2 energy. So that would mean I gain 4. Maybe it's 5. I think it's 4 energy whenever I transform. And what are these? We get mass lethargy. All enemies lose 75 armor and 20% damage until the end of combat. That's not bad. Confusing rays. Mark an enemy for this turn. All hits targeted at you will be redirected to the target. And then Life Eternal. Mark an enemy for 3 turns. Every hit it receives when marked will heal you and your minions by 50% of the damage received. The Life Eternal isn't too useful. I do like mass lethargy, but I already have something that removes armor. And then I have Confusing Rays, which isn't too bad. That would be very situational. And also, you're not guaranteed all the same cards whenever you transform into a Lich. So I don't think I'm going to do that, because occasionally I might be depending upon the Confusing Ray, and if I don't have it, I'm just going to get killed. I don't want to have that to have happen. So let's do Eternal Form. It's easier to become a Lich, and the Lich is stronger. Plus 100% damage every time I do it. Alright. The blades of this lone windmill creak and groan as you approach. It's as if they're trying to warn you about something. When you enter, the miller strides towards you and immediately announces,
"Sir, the ritual is almost ready."
Alright, I need 10 liver. I have 0. I don't know how I even get liver, let's be honest. I'm sure I'll find a way one day. Alright, hello roaming warband. Fountain of Health. I'm already full. Okay. Well, that is a lot of guys dealing a lot of damage. That is kind of severe. Kind of very severe. Do we happen to have a golem? We do not happen to have a golem. Ooh, reduce damage of all enemies by 100% this turn. But I do have that. Sure. So now they all deal with 1. Okay, that's manageable. That's a lot better. Alright, let's do a life breather. Let's sacrifice him. I'll gain some barrier so I don't even take that damage that they're dealing. Still don't have a golem, huh? Well, that's okay. It's cool. What do I want to do now? So this is free. Let's have this be activated. We have another free ability, possibly. Let's activate him again. Alright, I guess I'll bring in an abomination. And we could, let's scapegoat him so he transforms. And leave it there. Okay. So we do have a golem. Is he just gonna die? Probably. Probably. I don't like that. Let's see if we can't keep him alive somehow. It'd be nice if he can survive this. But what's gonna happen to him? He's gonna take 10. Ooh, no. 10 times 4, 42, 46. He's going to take 50 something damage. But he does have a ton of armor, so actually he should be okay, which is obviously very good. Let's sacrifice him. Deal some damage. Yeah, sure, let's do a synergy. I can take the small points of damage. And let's sacrifice you. Okay. Oh, he died. Well, he dealt a lot of damage with the redirection. So I can bring in the ghoul. I can become a lich now. Is now the right time? That's the main question. I could do a wild summon and bring in another golem, but maybe I won't. I think I will transform. Let's do it. So you get 100... Oh, I thought it said 100% more damage. Yeah, 100% until the end of combat. Okay. For some reason, I only got 2 cards. That's scary. Well, I guess I'll do that, and then I'll try to kill this guy. Is this enough? It might not be. A little bit too much of a concern, so let's hit him. And a ghoul. Alright, looks like we're doing great. At least I like how it's going. Okay. We have a golem. Let's give him some nice stuff. Congratulations. Congratulations. Here is... Whispers in the Wind isn't that good. Just gives me more ultimates, but I get my stuff quite quickly. Let him activate. Could do a scapegoat. Sacrifice another minion, but I don't really need to. Let's give ourselves some barrier. We're low. We can go. Okay. Almost there. Alright, 2 down. All that is left is the Cyclops. He's dealing a big hit, though, which I obviously do not like. I do not see any minions here except for the ghouls. So I'll just bring in 3 ghouls then. Let's see. Could do a life breather. If I do that and sacrifice one of these guys, then I'll draw. So I guess I'll... Oh, I must have already sacrificed this turn. I don't remember that. Okay. Well, if I activate him, he's going to poof. But that's okay. The following round, that is. And I guess we'll just paralyze. Okay. Michael, hard game. Necro, the only class I've been able to finish the game with. Really? Yeah, this is the first time I've played the Necromancer. It might be the second time. I might have played him like once several years ago. But, yeah, I think he's doing pretty good. I was really skeptical at first. I think only... I don't know which 2. I think only 2 I haven't made it to the final yet. I think it's the Apostate and the Blood Mage. Maybe a 3rd one. But, yeah, I might try one of the harder ones later as well. But, man, that Blood Mage, that is tough to get to the end. Okay, let's see. I do have... Yeah, let's just do the animated worm. Doesn't really matter if I do self-awareness, but I probably should. Yeah, let's stun him. Self-awareness, why not? Then we could just make him activate. Get in there. Let's transform to a Lich next guy. Yeah, I hadn't played this game in quite a while, and I figured since I'm doing Tainted Grail lore on the channel, people would probably be interested in it. Or at least, you know, of my subscribers. Let's have you activate a bunch. We're getting there. Well, I'm not going to be hurt much from this. I could transform. You know what, maybe I will. I'm going to get a couple energy. I can just do Tongue of Fire. Dead. Alright. Weirdness room. Yeah, let's merge the Gar. Anything else to merge? Guess not. Alright. Fountain of Health. Early explorers of Avalon found many springs and supernatural properties, including ones that could heal. Not many of these miraculous creeks are left these days, since most are drained dry to provide water supplies for Arthur's soldiers. I guess I have a quest for this. Sure, I'll take some water.
You fill a bottle with water from the fountain. Suddenly, a feeling of dread overwhelms you. You leave before someone or something gets the chance to attack.
Okay. Well, I think I just have the boss, if I remember right. I have all these, yeah, I have so many candles. I'll just move over here. Get some boost, even though it's not going to be that helpful. Ask for a blessing. Woo, 0 health. Okay, let's go. Yeah, Michael, have you played every class? My favorite is the Sentinel. I think that one is really strong. Ooh, there was another one. Oh, this isn't the final boss. That's the final boss. Alright. Well, I have plenty of candles, so. Plenty. Alright. Man. Well, I'm not getting all too lucky with the golems, but that's okay. They're not attacking me, which is good. I guess we'll bring in the abomination. We can do a sacrifice there. Cool. You can do another sacrifice here. Nice. Okay. I'll probably try to activate in the following round. Okay. Reduce armor just this turn. No, I'm not going to do that. I'll get the bonus next turn. Well, I guess we'll just activate the minion. And, I don't know. Give ourselves some barrier. We don't really need it. Okay. I suppose I could... You know what? Let's go Necromancer. Let's see how he does. Okay. Well, that's good. Last time I got 2 cards. This is a lot better. I have to remember what I have. Right, mark an enemy each time he gets hit. Remove his armor by 20 till the end of combat. That is good. What do I want to have duplicated? I mean, I like that I would like to be able to do the eerie gaze on one of these ogres. They're going to deal a huge hit, though. What else is interesting? Are they immune to stun? I presume they are. Yes. I probably want to do a tongue of fire, so let's see here. We want to... yeah, sure. I wonder if this works on him in terms of how much they heal. No. Alright, so we're going to increase our damage. We should probably do a death mark on one of these guys. Let's put it on him. Do an eerie gaze. And then let's do a tongue of fire. Well, I guess we'll get rid of a healer. He's being a little annoying. Then what? We do have the ghoul. Then we'll do a hell ray. Almost. But he'll get him. He'll get him. Alright, the golem is going to be important because I can't imagine killing them this round. Let's have him activate it once. So if I make him activate, he's just going to disappear faster. Okay, let's bring in the Fae. Wow. Okay. That's an interesting amount of damage that they are going to deal. So he's obviously going to be taking the hits from the first attack, and then he's going to poof. I guess we could do our wooden flute here. I guess that's the way to go. Let's bring in the worm. I guess we'll do a scapegoat. Make him also poof. Yeah, he's absolutely going to die now. It doesn't hurt to play like protection and existence. But also does not help. Let's see. I guess let's do inner knowledge. Okay. So everything is cheaper. Maybe something is useful to play now, but I don't think so. Not terribly. Now let's just activate him again. We almost got him down. Alright. We're going to play the flute to gain 2 blocks. And we'll be fine. And they're dead. Nice. Man and Stan. My favorite marketplace.
Good day, traveler. I'm a market stall, specializing in weapons and armors.
Yes, a market stall. Okay, looks like I have a fair bit of this stuff. I'm just gonna, I'll leave it. Thanks anyway, armorer. The talking market stall. I believe. Yeah. Alright. To the Mist Bear we go. Hello, friend. Now, let's go. Okay, Cultist. This enemy can be devoured by the Mist Bearer. Great. This encounter is divided into 4 distinct phases. Pay attention to the enemy's status and intents. Lovely. Doing a boatload of damage. Well, we absolutely need the Golem. Obviously. Let's give him some armor. Also needed. It'd be nice if I can... Yeah, let's sacrifice this one. Lets me draw. Yeah, let's give him some self-awareness. I think he'll be okay now, but let's give him existence and a little bit more barrier. They should be fine. Yep, he's fine. Alright, give him some revenge. That works for me. If I do a synergy, it invokes a Fae first, so I don't want to do that one. It'll just harm me more than it helps. Let's do a life breather, make him activate a few times. Okay. Alright, resurrected worm. Let's sacrifice him. Yeah. Okay. He's gonna do something special, so he's probably gonna die. If I do the wild summon... No, I don't need to. I could, though. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can only use Proud Excalibur. Well, so I need to use Proud Excalibur in this fight. Because I only have one fight after this. I should use him at some point. I mean, I could do it now, but maybe I'll wait. Alright, let's do Inner Knowledge. I don't like the draw particularly. Okay, I could do Need for Worm. But then I'd have to sacrifice the Ethereal Worm. Do a Scapegoat. Alright. Could do the sacrifice. Not too bad. Man, I'm really running out of friends then, but I think that's okay. Oh, he's stunned. Oh. Okay, good. Well, I was... You know what? I'll become a Lich anyway. I'll do it. Ooh, just 3 cards, huh? Yikes. Well, he's not immune to stun. I guess we'll do a Shocking Grasp and then just Tongue of Fire. Oh, he negated it all? Can't be damaged while stunned. Ooh. Okay. Well, good to know. Let's do a Wild Summon. Bring in everything we can. Scapegoat one of these guys. Immune to... Oh, now he's immune to stun? Okay, interesting. Who should I scapegoat? Probably you. I have Excalibur again. I'll just hold on. Okay. Sacrifice isn't bad. I suppose I'll do that. Okay. Didn't get too many zero crossing cards. I do have a fair bit of them. Alright, let's help out him. Bring in an animated worm. Do paralysis, but then he becomes invulnerable, apparently. Let's have you just activate. Alright, he's stunned and invulnerable again. Alright, man, that cultist needs to die. That's not very cool. He's also stunned. Doing a lot of stunning. Alright, let's do some synergy. Do we have another sacrifice available? We do have a scapegoat. Let's do it. Okay. Yeah, Inner Knowledge, make him activate. Okay. Alright. Seems like we're doing fine. Here's so. Do a life breather. Do a bunch of attacks. We could bring in the Abomination, Resurrected Worm. But we do need a Golem, so I guess we'll do the Golem. Sacrifice you. Give him some armor there. Probably barrier is good. I guess battle enchantments give him 10 barrier every round. Okay, sign of revenge, resistance, promotion, barrier. Okay. I guess we can sacrifice him. Attack everybody then. Do have life breather. I guess we'll do that as well. Move a bunch of his armor. Yeah, we could bring in an animated Fae. I don't know how helpful that'll be, but I'll do it. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll become a Lich now. Feels like an okay opportunity. Alright. So I can remove a ton of armor. Let's grab some more attack. I can remove a ton of armor, which I should do. So now he's stunned. Okay. So that means all I should really do is attack him. If there's anything else I can do to help? Not particularly. The thing that I could do is play Energy Wave. This will be decreased. And kill him, and now I can play New Beginnings. Which will help me when I transform back. Okay. I'm not dealing nearly enough damage. Let's see here. Where's... Alright, so we need the Golem again. And I got an animated worm this time. Fantastic. Scapegoat. I can get sacrifice, give him more armor. Let's see here. So he's fine. This will activate the minion a couple times. Alright, that works. Okay. Let's increase him. I still don't want to stun him. Yeah, we're just still chipping away at his armor. Let's see. Could bring in a Fae. I already have one dead. Sure, let's give him a boost. They'll deal damage back. Deadly. Well, yeah, I can promote him. Oh, now he's stunned. Okay. Alright then, huh. Well, I should probably... Let's bring in the Abomination. Let's sacrifice the Abomination. See what we have. I do have Proud Excalibur, which would just kill him. We could just end the fight. It doesn't actually say exile. Maybe you can play it twice in the last battle. Yeah, I should probably save it then. Which I don't like doing in part, you know, very much, but probably ought to. Alright, we don't really have too many attackers. Okay. Just give him some barrier. Cool. Alright, that's a lot of cultists. Alright, Ghoul, you're in. Well, not the best. I could do a Scapegoat. He'll activate. Alright, we should probably transform. This is a lot. Can't be healed. Sponsor cultist every turn. Yeah. So, if I do this on him, he's a dead man. But so am I at the moment. So what I need to do is play the Funeral Fog and then just kill him. Alright. So now I'm fine from here. Let's bring in the Ghoul. I don't know. We can just do Hellraise. And... Because I have 2 blocks, so I'm perfectly fine. This is the only guy left. Activate. Come on. Just kill him. Man. So close. There we go. Alright. 4 weird candles. Don't need them. Cracked Ethel. Cracked Lore. The first hit in a turn has lifesteal. I don't even remember that one. And in the armor slot, reduce max HP of all enemies by 3%. That's so little. Okay. Ooh, I can combine the ethels, but I have to get out of
This
here
feels
first.
like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
Alright, so we're grabbing the last Weirdstone Heart. We can do the real boss. Ooh, we're back. Back again. Alright, looks like I need to talk to some people around town, but first, let's combine a runestone here. Alright, I have to be thinking this through. So I'm okay with reducing the energy cost. I'm okay with stunning randomly every 4 turns. It's okay with me. I mean, I have a ton of stuns then. Making my first turn really good. It's not too important. So the main ones that can be removed, and it's not a big deal, would be anything that stuns, and then this one that gives me my a good first turn. The problem is there's not too many great things to have on hand. Polished Stand, I might be able to get that to level 3. Not terribly useful though. Let's see, healing, not helpful. If I can deal max damage every round, I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, it's really not. If I can get Polished Eel, yeah, that's I guess that could be a priority. Let's see, what else do we have? Fio. After killing an enemy, gain damage or drawing cards. Duplication, hard to keep track. What else do we have? Yeah, how many Eel? So we just need one more Eo? Eel, whatever. I think. Or maybe we need 2. Let's see. I think I only have 1 of these that are at level 2. So I have to get 4. Okay. Tears aren't all too useful. Every turn reduce armor of all enemies by 5. Every turn gain 2 armor. Armor doesn't really matter. Not for me. Okay. So the main thing to grab is a bunch of eels. And then the alternative, if I don't want eel, is, well, not Flawless Ethel. Possibly the Fio, but okay. Let's just take an eel. So we're going to be taking a bunch of those from the blacksmith. I have to remember the name. Eel.
The blacksmith is hard at work when you approach him.
Hello, bud. Let's exchange. Or no, let's transmute. Yeah, we can transmute. Yes. So, I don't need the Gar. I need eel. Get more Gar. Do I have more Gar? I actually don't remember. I don't use man. So, let's transmute. Eel. Select. And I need a bunch of others. I'm not using tier. Not using tier. Transmute. Eel. Again. Select. Alright, let's make sure that we're doing this correctly. Do a little bit of a combine. Sitting over there. Alright, I need 2 more eels. Hopefully I have enough of this stuff. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is the exact amount. Okay. Well, that's good. I could also... Ooh, I should see if I can buy an eel. Ooh, I can't. That makes it easier. I can buy the others too. Why not? Okay. We go back to exchange. Or not exchange. Transmute. Calc. Tier. Gar. Transmute to another eel. Then we can upgrade it. And I think that we're good to go from there. Combine. Now, what do I want to replace is the question. Flawless Calc only helps in the first round. I probably want to get rid of Sigil. I probably want to get rid of both of these at some point, but I mean, we're about to enter the last fight, so it would be now. Calc is nice to get me started, but in the first round, it's not a big deal anyway. So let's get rid of that. Let's add an Eol to there, so I'm always dealing maximum damage, which is very nice. Yeah, so I kind of do want to get rid of either Sigil or Win or both of them. But removing 17 armor isn't too important at the moment. Getting lifesteal. What else do we have? I do like Worth a lot, but I always love Worth. What else do we have? For every point of unused energy, I'm going to be using my energy typically. Duplicate the 13th card? No. Okay. Alright, healing, healing. Alright, so these are the only two options I really see. So the Flawless Calc would just help with the first round, so I'm not going to keep that one. I do play a ton of cards, so Sigil isn't too bad compared to stun an enemy every 4 turns. I'm probably going to be able to play 15 cards in about 3. So I'll probably get rid of Win then. So let's just... Well, but armor isn't that useful, is it? Armor isn't useful. I have nothing else that's all too useful for armor. Or sorry, in the armor rune slot. Yeah, so maybe that one will stay. I'll get rid of Sigil. If I get rid of Sigil, I guess I'll just remove their armor. I could just stun a ton. Stunning a ton isn't too bad. I think that the final boss is stunnable. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, just because I love it so much, I'm going to put in Wirth. Okay. I think that's done. Oh,
The blacksmith is...
I could buy an upgrade here now. An item slot isn't too bad of an idea. What else is available here? The other thing I was thinking of is I could add a mythical runestone to the shop. I like the idea of that, especially in runs that are kind of difficult. To get a free mythical at the... Well, not a free, but to have a mythical runestone in the shop probably would be nice. But you know what? First, let's see how expensive the rare one is to buy. Oh, it's just 100. Okay. Yeah, let's get a mythical in then. How much is it? 200? That's fine. Perfectly fine. Every turn, increase the damage of the first hit by 100%. Reduce the energy cost of the 4th card played in a turn by 1. I already have one of those. I wish I had another one to upgrade my Polished but I don't believe I do. I'll double check that that is the case. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Blacksmith. I'm already at full health. The Lost Soul can't really help me. So we're done there. I suppose I could buy these healing mixtures. I don't think I'm gonna need them. I have a feeling I'm not going to die, but I guess I could. I guess it's not impossible. I can afford it. What else do we have? The Master at Arms. I'm not gonna go to him. Candlemaker. Nope. The Ghost Shop, new, and then the Scientist is the only other one. Let's see what she has for me. We can buy some consumables, and the question is always, is any of this possibly helpful? The Wayfarer's Leaves could be helpful. I have so much health and I heal so much. Wayfarer's Leaves actually isn't too bad in this case, because offering 10 health, it doesn't matter. I have so much barrier. The Warding Lore would only help if I put it on, like, the Golem, but I'm probably going to have stuff for him anyway. Let's do that. We can do a little bit of a restock, see if anything else is good. And the only thing would be oversaturated runestone, but I am able to charge my ultimate really fast. Really fast, so. Alright. Oh, is there any upgrades? No, I need 20. I need 20. Oh well. Wouldn't help me too much anyhow. Okay. Well, I think I'm good to go already. But first, let's make sure that my combat items are good. Also, I should probably talk to the people around, just in case there's something I'm missing. That's a lot of healing mixtures, so I don't need anything healing related. Reduce the target's armor by 100 for 2 turns. I always forget to use that in the final fight. Hopefully I'll remember this time. I guess I'll leave it like this. Yeah. Yeah, nothing really to replace. Alright, a lot of healing mixtures in case things get rough. Alright. I think I'm good. To my death. Alright, 4 Dweller Overlord. Okay. So, luckily, we can bring in the Golem immediately. Unluckily, we can only play one other card after bringing him in. I don't like that. I could offer immediately. It is a little bit interesting, but first let's bring in the Golem. I want to do a Life Breather as well. So, yeah, I wanted to do that to see if I got a 0 costing card. So, if I do offer health already, I can play 2 more 1 costing cards then, because every 4th card costs 1 less. He needs to either promote at some point, or I need to draw. Where is it? Self-awareness. I could promote him, and then after promoting him, I could just do an activation. He's not gonna... Actually, is he gonna die? No, he's not gonna die. Alright, yeah, let's offer. Let's promote him. And we get another one. I guess we could just activate just to chip away at this guy's armor. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so his armor went down by 15. Okay. Think we're good. Alright. He can take that hit. Barely. But he can. Not the best. I guess I should bring in the Abomination, sacrifice the Abomination. If I bring in the Battle Enchantments by offering yet again, I can play another card, but none of these are actually all too helpful. So maybe I'll just leave it be. Yeah, looks like he might die. Yeah, he's absolutely going to die now. Okay, I have a bunch of 0 costing cards though. Also, I do have Proud Excalibur, but man, does his armor is crazy high. I kind of want him to switch over. Because what I need is that I need... Yeah, I suppose I should. Let's do it. It's always this guy. He brings in his friends. And that's what he's going to be doing with his activation. I am tempted... You know what? Maybe I will become a Lich now before he summons them. Let's do it. We're not going to have too much energy, but I'm hoping... Yeah, Deathmark is fine. Yeah, then let's just do a Tongue of Fire. That'll remove a ton of his armor. New beginnings, sure. Okay. Okay. Wild Summon probably is a good idea. Yikes. Let's think about this. Wild Summon is probably something I'm going to have to do. I need to be supplemented. Yeah, let's have the Worm activate. We can do Sign of Revenge on the Golem. Only have 0 left. The promotion was going to be costing 0 no matter what, so I don't want to choose the promotion. I need to choose something else. I guess I'll have him go. We're almost dead. Let's promote him. He's gonna be okay for the time being. Proud Excalibur is nice, but I prefer... And how many turns do I have left? I have 12. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the next time I draw Proud Excalibur to use it. Just one more time. Man, near me like crazy. Alright, give him some armor. Yeah, give him 10 barrier every round. Sacrifice him. Alright. Alright, let's think about it. I could do an inner... Well, I guess I could sacrifice him, make him attack a bajillion times. These guys have too much armor. They're going to be a little bit rough. Ooh. Despite him getting hit, I mean, his armor did not get lowered. That's a concern. Wonder why that is. Maybe you have to cut through the barrier in order for it to happen. Okay. So I could bring in the abomination. This will hit everybody. Man, I'm not dealing much damage here is the problem. I need to switch over at some point. Probably some point soon. Maybe I'll do it in the following round. Okay, let's do that. Give him some health. Help him out a little bit. Let's have him get sacrificed. I can paralyze him, apparently. Not a terrible idea, but it's also not a good one either. Let's have him activate... Wait, yeah, it's an abomination. 3 times. Okay. He's about to take a boatload of damage. Try to keep him alive. Be close. Ooh, 4 health. Well, luckily I gave him that little bit of barrier. Alright, we're gonna have to switch him over. The enemies are becoming too obnoxious. Alright. We need another golem now as well. So they should be able to handle it. I should be... Well, actually, I probably am not going to be fine. I could do the wooden flute. I have a lot of barrier, actually. Alright, I'm going to take some hits here. But how bad will it be is the question. Alright, didn't take any real damage. Huh. Ugh, this is not going well. Yeah, I suppose I'll use Excalibur once, because I can't guarantee I'm going to survive much longer, actually. Huh. Alright, let's do the animated worm. Sacrifice him as always. Let's see here. We can do several rituals here. Let's make him activate a bunch. Okay. Can do a scapegoat. And another scapegoat, giving myself more armor. Or more barrier, I mean. I should bring, and then yeah, I should give myself more barrier. Okay, so I am fine, right? 21, 43, 65, 87, and then almost 40, so 125-ish. So I should be about out of barrier after this. Alright, still doing good. Okay, so I absolutely need to summon something, but I need something that actually deals damage. Well, now that I think about it, I don't really have anything good. I don't have my golem. I should probably transform again. And what I'm going to need to have happen is I need to have a good draw here. I absolutely am going to have to duplicate the energy wave. That's a guarantee, so I don't get killed. Alright, so I'm at 100. So 40, 60, 80, 100. Ooh. Huh. I need a little bit more than what I got. What I could do is remove 50% of his damage. That should, ooh, it's not enough probably. 40, 60, 80, 100, and 18. So I will be alive actually. Barely. I could also focus down one of these guys on the left here. If he dies, if one of them dies, I'm very okay, right? Let's remove his armor by 75 permanently. That'll help a lot. I could do, well, Hellraise is a little bit risky. Let's do it anyway. Yeah. Alright, so if I hit him, oh, that's not going to kill him anyway. Well, I'm alive, so we should be alright. I could do the Funeral Fog. I mean, I am gonna live. I keep thinking. We're gonna do the Death Mark, though, just so he loses some more barrier. Alright. We'll do it, because we're gonna live, well, we're gonna survive this attack. Barely. Yeah, back to full. Man, I was really hoping I'd get my Golem back. Let's think here. I am in a lot of trouble. I need a sacrifice then. I don't have a sacrifice. Well, this might be it then. We'll see. We'll have to think about it. It actually really could be. I can invoke these guys. They might be able to soak up a hit or two. Probably something that I have to do. Yeah, let's give... I mean, we may as well give these guys stuff. So I'm able to get to some barrier. Sure, every time he activates, I get an ultimate charge. That's fine by me. Well, this really might be the last round, so... I guess we'll use Proud Excalibur already. I hate to burn the last use. Man, this is far worse than the best I've done. The best I've done was, what, 12,000, right? Something like that. Alright, let's do a big hit. Alright. Ooh. They got me. Well, I was gonna die eventually. But I made it to the end. I did okay. Could have been better. I should have removed his armor with the acid flask again. I always forget to do that. It's hard to really predict when you're gonna have like one last round though. Alright, got some passives. Got some new clothes. Got some new cards. More passives. More clothes. More cards. More passives. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, so that one did not do well. Your best 11. Okay. So my best so far is 11,930. So 12. I was close with 12,000. Okay. By the way, my place has been cut in, or has been doubled. I believe that my place last time I played, which was like 3 or 4 days ago, was at 2,400. I want to say, or 2,200, 2,400, and now it's about at 5,000. So a lot of people have been playing the game. But anyway, I must be getting a lot of attention. All right. So who have I not played with? I have to remember. Not factions, heroes. I did the Necromancer. I haven't done the Apostate. I believe that's who I said I was gonna do. And yeah, that's who I'm gonna do. Man, I'm missing the Seamstress. I don't know where she is. Must be kind of random in terms of when they come in, because I played this once a long time ago and I never came across the ghost. However, in this run, I'm never coming across the Seamstress. So maybe they make it that one of these won't come in until really late game, just to add like a little bit of variety. I also do remember this as well, is that for the longest of times, I had 12 of 13 discovered. I don't think I ever found 13 the last time I had played. But anyway, so I think that they do that on purpose. They kind of delay it. Maybe they wait until you have like, 3 or 4 that have been saved, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, let's start over. I don't need weird candles anymore. I don't need consumables either. Because of one random consumable, it could be anything. So let's get 2 healing potions. And Apostate it is. So once I go through the Apostate, I will have played every character. The ones who've made it to the end were the Sentinel, Zealot, I believe the Weird Hunter, the Berserker. I didn't make it with the Summoner. The Summoner, I think he almost made it. Yeah, the Summoner and Blood Mage, I never did. Pathfinder, that was just sad when he died. But yeah, we're going to do Apostate. I haven't played this guy in forever. He does stuff with maneuvers. Charges with every maneuver, and the maneuvers stay in hand as they flip. Let's see how he does. Initializing. Yeah, when I loaded this up before, it took a really long time for the scene to initialize for some reason. Then it like kind of crashed, but looks like it did fine this time. Okay, I have plenty of candles. I don't really need to worry about it for the moment. What else is important here? We have too much tallow. Can I spend it on this thing? No, 640. That's a lot. Man, dude. You want a lot. These upgrades aren't that important. Damage boost, armor boost, healing, because it's very temporary. Alright. Let's see what we have at the blacksmith in terms of runestones.
The blacksmith.
Buy some runestones. We have a Tyr, we have an Ethel, Gar, Calc, Eol, Peorth, and a Gur. I do like Gur a lot, especially for characters that are not summoners. It's really nice to have. I'll probably try to grab that later. For now, let's look at our cards, because I haven't played with this guy in like 4 years. All right, so we have regular shot, smoke shot, that's all normal. 2 arrow bags normal. Bow draw normal. Idea is new. What does this thing do? Maneuver. Yep. Okay, this turn the next maneuver cost is 0. Oh, it's an ability, so this is what I get every turn. Okay. And then it switches over to discard all maneuvers, reduce armor of all enemies by 0, 5 per card discarded. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Glimpse of possibility. Draw 2 cards with their energy cost reduced by 1. Flip is discard all maneuvers, draw cards, 1 card for each maneuver discarded. You need so much energy for this to make sense. I mean, this does cheapen the cost, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Interesting. Okay, so he's really dependent on maneuvers. The other thing to check, actually, I should check, is what is his ultimate like? Flip all cards in hand and gain plus 0% damage. Okay. Flip if this card is one or more states. A flip, yep. We know flips. Bonus damage depends on the number of charges and the number of maneuvers in hand. 5 to 9 charges, plus it's 50% damage, plus another 10% for each maneuver. Okay. Interesting. Then it goes 120, and then 250, 50. Okay, so it's preferable to wait for the right moment to get yourself a bunch of damage. Cool. Agile, that's normal for all the archers. And flipping spree. Flipped cards stay in hand instead of going to the grave. Draw 1 additional card for every 4 maneuvers used in a turn. Okay, this is an interesting one. Now I know why I struggled with it. Cracked Ethel might not be a bad idea, because I think that you're kind of supposed to play cards over and over again. It's probably good both as a weapon and armor. Let's buy that one. What else might make sense? I mean, Cracked Gar is good for weapons, so I guess I'll take that. Then we'll go to equip it. Got our Gar. Dealing more damage. Yeah, armor could be useful as well. Yeah, let's put this in the armor slot for now, because I do need armor for defensive reasons. Hello. I would like Woolsey. Thank you. Woolsey, hello. I missed you. It's been too long. Hey, buddy. Just a little guy. Alright. Journal pages. Alright, I don't think I want to do anything else, so we're good. Let's go. Now, although I probably don't need to do this, I'm still going to do it just to test him out. We're going to trial by fire, no burn level. Let's see how he does in the first fight. Let's see. So, we have a deformed peasant. This enemy becomes stronger with every hit it suffers. Yes, he does. Okay. So we should probably just do a feint. Right, it just flips. I could just keep doing shots. Could do an idea. Actually, I should have done idea, then played the unbreakable feint, right? I have to get used to that. Alright, let's see how he does if I just hit him a bunch. Looks like he's fine. Alright, let's flip this. And this becomes discard all maneuvers. Okay, I should have done this before. Alright, live and learn, right? Let's bring in the bullseye. Wow, no arrows, huh? Lose 100 armor next turn. That's actually okay, because he should die before that becomes an issue. I could do the idea now. Let's see what we draw with the arrow bag. Alright, this might... yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, let's flip. Discard all. And he should just... ooh, he should just die, shouldn't he? Well, yeah, Woolsey will get him. Nice. Well, that was a little closer than I should have let it be. Somersault, draw maneuver, draw 2, reduce energy, draw 4, reduce energy. No. Advanced feint, I love this card so much. It's a really good defensive card for this class. Favorite enemy, place redirect effect on a chosen enemy for 2 turns. Now this is really good early on in the game, because there are several times that an enemy will have redirect. And you kind of want to cancel it out. Nemesis, place redirect effect on chosen enemy for 4 turns. However, this is going to be completely useless in the future. The other reason why it's useful is sometimes you might have a card that makes you do multi-shot, and then you can guarantee who gets hit. We're going to do advanced feints. If we ever get a multi-shot, I'll consider grabbing something like that. But anyways, draw 1 additional maneuver every turn. Decisions, card counting, increase your damage by 3. I believe that is very high, by the way. A lot of damage, because if I remember right, I'm going to have to look. But I believe this class starts with 6 to 10 damage. It's either 6 to 10 or 8 to 12. If it's 6 to 10, you're increasing your damage output by almost 50% on the low end. That is a ton. That is a lot. Showtime. If you play more than 5 maneuvers in a turn, draw 2 additional cards next turn. That's going to be a no from me. I do like decisions. I mean, the good thing about this is that if I play the idea card that removes armor, this is going to guarantee an additional 5 armor that gets removed. Also, it'll help me just with defense in general, because it'll make it more likely that I draw a feint. Because sometimes you get unlucky and don't draw them, right? So this makes it that it's less likely to happen. As much as I really like card counting, we're going to go with decisions. Decisions. Also, we got a Gar, so that's nice. So we're increasing our damage even more. Let's see what our damage output is at, actually. I should have checked that one out. So currently I added 4 to it. So yeah, so I'm right. So I have 2 Gar, 2 times 2 is 4, obviously. So you start at 6 to 10. So the +3 would have been pretty big. But okay, let's go to the other fellow. And then we'll go from there, trying to figure out what direction to go. Alright, so this is the free maneuver we got. We also have an advanced feint, obviously very nice. All I need is just 1 defensive ability played. So let's just do an ordinary feint. Let's do an idea. We're going to discard everything. reducing his armor significantly, or somewhat significantly. And just do some hits. I'm dealing a fair bit of damage, I gotta say. And, okay. Well, I don't like that at all too much, because I don't have anything that does attacks. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to play 3 maneuvers in order to be able to play the arrow bag. So let's do an idea. So I can't discard it yet. I actually could do Glimpse of Possibility, because he's going to die, right? 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 I think so. Yes. Absolutely. Not even a question. Even more healing mixtures. We got Gworth. Ooh, that's my favorite. Okay, and a Cracked Man. I wonder what class Cracked Man works well with, because it's so dangerous, right? Every turn, increase everyone's damage by 10. Or every turn, increase everyone's armor by 5. Like I feel like you'd have to be so confident in your abilities. I'm not there. Not even close. Yeah, let's put this in the back here. Every turn gain 2 armor. I think that's nice. Let's leave it like that. Okay. So we don't have we have no enemies near this milestone. I have to go really all the way around. So this absolutely is not getting boosted. Grabbing... Okay, so that one I'm just going to hold off till right before the end of this area. Where's the other one? Is this it? Yeah. Is this within range of a lot of fights or no? Ooh.
Deep within the darkness, at the very edge of your vision, you notice a village emerging from twists of the weirdness. At times like this, you certainly wish you had a lit weird candle. As you get closer, you see dozens of villagers merged with their homes, yet still moving their limbs. They're desperately trying to reach anything that could help them to drag their bodies out of the walls. Horrifying sounds echo from the throats of those who can still scream. Is this the village the witch told you about?
Get closer.
It's the voice of an elderly man. He clearly cannot see you, for he has no eyes. His intestines hang loose from his severed belly and merge with the weird weeds reaching up from the ground. You try to speak to him, but he seems completely unaware of your presence.
Keep going.
You see a mother with 2 children. The weirdness caught them as they tried to escape from their hut, so only the upper halves of their body remain visible. The children are smiling and reaching into the sky with their tiny arms. Again, she doesn't seem to notice you. Her voice is just a whisper. Perhaps she's talking to herself. Or perhaps she's talking to the weirdness.
My goodness, keep going.
You come upon a lifeless shack. Peering into the window, you can see dried out herbs and tincture flasks. Something tells you that this must be the home of the witch who sent you here. As you enter the shack and examine the various esoteric ingredients scattered around, you realize that you could make quite powerful explosives with them. Your mind wanders. Using such explosives here, would it be a mercy or mass murder?
I don't know. I guess I'll burn it down. This feels like a mercy. I mean, they're stuck in time indefinitely to houses. This feels like a mercy.
As you light the explosives you made and run to a safe distance, you suddenly feel a burning sensation rising within you. Hotter and hotter it burns until you feel as if flames engulf your whole body. No matter how far or how fast you run, the heat increases into a torment. When the heat finally dies down, you realize that the village was only a hallucination. Deciding to burn it down meant burning yourself. It was all in your head, after all.
Ugh. 30 damage for nothing. That's actually really bad for this character. That's half his health. Okay, let's see. So if I do extend this, I don't know how many of these fights are within the milestone. My general rule of thumb is if 3 are within, then I will extend. That one is within, that one is within. Then we have a couple that are kind of barely on the edge. That Blood Altar one, that Witch one. I guess I'll boost it. We'll take the risk.
Light.
That's very close, isn't it? Alright, let's go to this one first. Hello. Okay. Got 2 healers here. The Deranged Priest also brings in Barrier. And then the Deformed Peasant. Every time you hit him, he gets even stronger. Well. We're going to do Advanced Fate. Idea. Discard all. Okay, so now all their armor is a little bit low. I have enough for the wolf. I guess I'll bring him in. I'll bring in Wolfie. I'm not gonna be able to kill him. Let's target a healer down. Okay, so he's attacking again. I just need 1 block, 1 unbreakable feint to do it. Yeah. Okay, let's do this as well. Discarding all the maneuvers. That's fine by me. Let's bring in some arrows and do some hits. Okay. Dead. Okay. Then we have the Faith Healer. Okay, so I guess we should just keep doing the same thing. If it, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That kind of mentality. I could use this to gain damage, but I'd rather draw 2 more shots, so. I could hit him, the Deformed Peasant, but let's just go for the healer. Okay, pretty low. Alright, so I need to draw. I have no way to draw. I don't remember... Oh, Master Feints. I was gonna say, I don't remember seeing that, but... not much to really do. I guess we'll do a Mastered Feints. We'll just do this idea thing. Discard a bunch of cards. Okay. Pet Woolsey. The best boy. Alright, kill him. Alright. We could do this. Flip. I don't know if I want to flip all cards. Seems a little bit like, I don't know, you know. Plus 100% damage is nice, though. Let's do it. I want to do an Unbreakable Feint. Stunning Idea. Let's discard everything. Ooh, I thought I'd have 3. I don't. Okay. We're fine. We have tons of block. Tons of it. Okay, we're hitting pretty hard at this point. Do one of those, a feint, another feint, or not feint, a Stunning Idea I meant to say. Let's grab a couple more arrows and just shoot this guy. Alright. Okay, we're getting the hang of this guy. Just have to get used to the different style. What do we have? Infinite Trading. Duplicate the next card. That's very good. I like that a lot. Duplicate the next card played. Next hit deals 5% damage. Okay. Then Downward Spiral. Duplicate the next card played. Next hit deals 100% damage. I don't like the fact that this costs 3. That's very bad. The good thing is that there are ways to flip cards, so I suppose I could flip it once it gets to 3. Culling. I love that word. It's so cool. Multi-shot random enemies plus 100% damage. Upgrades to deal 3 hits for 50% damage to random enemies. That's interesting. I'm not opposed to it. Or I could just get a splitting shot, deal damage to everybody I don't like shots that cost. I really try to avoid it as much as I can, unless it's really useful. I kind of want to reroll and find another arrow, if I'm honest. That's kind of my thought, because I only have 4 shots. Splitting shot is nice because it's an attack. But I kind of want to hunt for one like heavy shots, like final, what's it called? Final blow? I forget the name of it. So let's do a reroll. Okay. That's probably going to be taking, but what do we have? Overdraw as well. Gain 100% damage this turn. Going up to gain 200% damage this turn. I actually do like that, but we're going to take the precursor shot. I need another arrow. Alright. Chain multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row this turn. That's really nice. So for every arrow I play, it goes again. Okay. Hello, scientist.
Welcome again. Unfortunately, I only have enough ingredients for one of these, so choose wisely.
I forgot. I can't afford anything. I always forget that. All right. 200 gold is a lot. You need to change your prices. Okay, let's go to this guy. He's within range of the milestone. It'll be a little bit... Ooh. Ah, are those sick men? I hate sick men. I'll do it. Now's a good time as any. Ah, they are. Okay. Alrighty then. I only have 2 arrows. Can't really do much about that. I could play Glimpse of Possibility. Something I could do is idea Glimpse of Possibility and see what we draw. That'll cost me a total of 1. Maybe we will. Let's do it. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we get another shot. We also get a free arrow bag. What needs to happen now is I need to do a Master Feint. Do a Stunning Idea. They all lose some armor. I'm not going to be shooting these guys down. I might have all my arrows already. Or no, I don't. I'm missing those 2. So I'm obviously blocking against those, but we're going to target him down. And you're so dead. Yeah. That's a huge chain. Don't need it. Alright, so just the 2 sick men now. So they're annoying. Every time I hit them, they become more annoying. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, let's do an idea. Let's just do a regular old feint. Stunning Idea. Remove a ton of their armor. And let's hit him. Then we'll get rid of one of these Red Death. It'll be a little bit of a slow one, I suppose, if I keep doing it this way, but I don't really want to take damage if I can help it. Get rid of that one. If this kills him, I'll play it. Yep. Alright. I can get rid of his Red Death. Okay. Let's see. Unbreakable Feints. Let's flip everything. Oh, all we have is a 1 precursor shot. Well, that's not gonna kill him, but let's do it. Alright, you dead? Yes. We have a cracked eel. I don't use that much. Usually I only do it at the very end. Oh, Dame Aelin. I have to go. Have a great end of your stream. Thank you, Dame. Appreciate you for sticking around, bud. Hope you're having a good night. Or good day. I forget your time zone, but I hope you're doing good.
There are old customs that protect the traveling priests of the All-Mother. The one you see before you, walking through the weirdness at a brisk, confident pace, doesn't seem to realize, or care, that this protection is unlikely to extend here.
Good night, Dame. It's nice having you here, bud. Alright. I guess I'll ask to be healed. I am injured. I don't have ways to heal myself besides a healing mixture.
Before you have a chance to ask her for anything, something leaps out of the weirdness.
Boo. Alright, what do we we have now? Alright, Light Seeker. Well, I have no light, so joke's on you. He's stronger the more light I have. And then we have the Faith Healer. It's going to be healing her buddy. Well, I suppose I should just do a lot of the traditional stuff. Faint. Idea. Discard everything. May as well bring in the wolf, actually. Shoot and shoot. Okay. Seems fine so far. What I don't like is that I don't have anything defensive now. I could hold bow and take a big risk. If I hold bow, I just focus down the Light Seeker. I guess I'll do it. So I'm dealing double damage now. Okay, let's see how it goes. 3 should do it. Sure, let's grab 2 more. Oh, almost. Woolsey. Come on, Woolsey. Ooh, 1 shy. So close, buddy. You'll get there one day. Alright. Acid Bomb. Love it. Reducing armor of all enemies. Alright. Mindful progression. Draw 2 maneuvers. Draw 2 maneuvers. And then pick 2 cards from the deck. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, weird coated arrows. I do like this. Draw 2 arrows and gain 25% damage this turn. That is nice to have. Field attack. Multi-shot all enemies for minus 50% damage. And then you do it for 100% damage. Okay. So I'm probably going to be taking weird coated arrows. I'm not too positive that this is a good idea after I said that, and the reason while I was thinking is that typically I play 3 maneuvers, which means that this is never going to be able to be played in the first round of combat. So it's going to be discarded, and then I won't be able to get it again until I reshuffle. I don't like that fact. Not at all, really. The only time that wouldn't happen is if I play like Idea, Overwhelming Insight, and then I'm able to play more maneuvers. If I can do that, then I could do weird coated arrows. But it is useful for later. I mean, of these, it's the only one that is at all beneficial, so I guess we'll accept it anyway. We need another bag. Okay. So, hidden pockets. After playing 4 arrows in a turn, draw a maneuver. I do like that. It is helpful. Damning momentum. If you played more than 7 maneuvers, I can't imagine that happening. Gain in energy next turn. Yeah, I can't imagine that happening. First arrow played in every combat costs 0. I don't have a single arrow that costs energy, so that's out. And I don't know how long that's going to last. So, hidden pockets it is. The reason why hidden pockets is actually pretty nice is that it makes a bad situation not as bad. That's typically what you want to do in games like this.
I'm too far away from the altar to cast spells like that. I can give you some potions or teach you a certain technique, though. It's your choice.
Sure. Teach me the secret spell. Allmother's Blessing. That was a bad idea. Okay. Well, 100 barrier. Not bad. Not terrible. Okay. Let's see. What fight looks like it might be within range? That one might be. Can I go around this guy? I could go through here. Alright, let's see if this is within range. Just out of range. How about this one? Very close. Yeah, looks like it is. Okay, good. Ooh, no, it's not. Okay, well, that's a shame. I guess boosting the milestone was not as helpful as I had hoped. I could probably just pop a weird candle, just stay within the range and go around. Let's do that. Alright. So, Light Seeker. He does not like that I have light. course he doesn't. And then we have the Sleeper, who's going to awaken after I kill one of his friends, and then the Shaman, who's going to be buffing his allies with various effects. Let's do Tainted Force, remove a bunch of their armor. I could do Idea. Ugh. So I definitely need some block. I guess we'll do Unbreakable Feints. We need to do an Idea. Let's discard these maneuvers. That seems fine. Okay. Yeah, let's draw 2 more arrows. We have a bunch of shots here. We should just go for the Sleeper. We need the Sleeper to die. Okay. So the weird coded arrows are not going to be able to be drawn, are they? No, doesn't look like it. Let's do an advanced feint. You're dealing a little bit too much damage there. So the only way that I can play the weird coded arrows is if I spend 2 more energy. Which means I won't be able to play weird coded arrows, right? So that was why I was concerned about it. Because I knew that that would happen a lot. And it's happening now, sadly. Okay. Do a hit on the Sleeper and then kill her. I should have brought it on Woolsey. That's okay. Woolsey. Alright, yeah, let's... I'm probably not going to be able to kill him. Can't imagine, right? No. I suppose maybe I could with a bow draw. It would be very close. It's too risky. Alright, let's do that. Feint. Let's discard everything. Let's hit him. We're fine. We'll bring in Woolsey now. Alright. We have the Idea, as always. Oh yeah, let's do this. Sure, Master Feints. Let's make sure we're fine. Discard everything. To bring in the arrow bag. Do some hits. Die. And... Ooh, very close. Should have used this. I would have killed him. Alright. Need to get used to that. Alright. Yeah, so the ultimate ability is something that I do need to think of. Because all it really does is just give me extra damage and flips all my cards. Okay, Calc, Gifu, Tier. Alright, nothing has combined yet. Crazy. We're getting close to that, though. If you play 3 or less cards, deal a hit. Now, if you play 5 or more, gain a barrier. That does happen. But I need the armor. So, we'll just leave it. And if my armor is ever removed, I need the Gworth. Hello, witch.
Okay, what if we're also echoes of a powerful desire? And is there any desire stronger than the urge to live? What if we found a yearning even stronger than that? What would it do to the weirdness around us?
I do not know, but I went to your village.
Good one. You must have hurt yourself badly trying that. So now you know why I can't go to your village. I managed to get out of mine in time, but the side effect of my desertion, of not being in the place I should be, it affects me too. You can see me and you can talk to me, but I'm not really here.
Great. Makes total sense.
And to answer your unspoken question, no, I don't know where my body is. Here.
Oh, so you're
Have
just a
this.
spirit.
Now you know that there's nothing you can do to help us, but I can help you to spread the light and keep away the horrors of the weirdness. It's time for me for now, so who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someday. Safe travels.
Okay, perdition completed. Great. Oh, so she'll give me a legendary card now, huh? Alright, I have to accept it. Okay, blood ritual. Offered to... No. I can't heal, dude. Okay, offer 10% of your health which is 3 at the moment because I'm pretty low, to reduce the armor of all enemies by 100 and stun them. I mean, it's good and all, but I'm kind of hurt. Alright, well, so she's completed, so now that's how it is for now. Alright, let's get to the next fight. Let's see, I guess we'll just do this one. Famished prisoner. Okay. Just out of range. Or is it? Oh, it's not just out of range. I thought that it was. Maybe I went at the wrong angle. That must be it. I think. Actually, I don't know. Okay. So if I go for the sleeper, the other two are going to explode no matter what, right? There's no way I can deal all that damage. If I go for the human abominations, I might not succeed, and also the sleeper is absolutely going to awaken. Luckily, they're not attacking, so I can just focus entirely on dealing damage, so that's the good news. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what do I want to do? I think I just want to do stunning idea. Just reduce their armor by 25. It seems fine. Draw a couple of arrows. Yeah, I suppose we should go for the sleeper. Hit, and oh, got him. I thought I was gonna fail. Okay, well I have a chance to kill one of these guys. Maybe I could kill two if I get really lucky. Let's do an idea. Play over. Wait, oh, I forgot what was the other side of the card. I can't look at it anymore. Okay, well. I discarded it all probably. Oh, right. It was discard a card. For every card you discard, draw one. So, not the best. I only have 2 flips, so I can't even bring in a bag. Alright, come on, Woolsey. Go for that one, please. Go for it. Thank you. So I have hope to... I have a chance to kill that one. Ooh, my ability isn't here. Why is that? Huh. That's strange. Ability always is played. Is it because I discarded it? It's not here either. That's very peculiar. I wonder why it lost the ability trait. I'm really gonna have to look at that card I played. Okay. Let's do an advanced feint. We can hold bow then, because they're not going to take damage. But even dealing that much damage, I don't think I can kill them with a shot. Could reduce their armor, but they're probably going to survive anyway. So, actually it doesn't really matter how much what I do. Unless I can kill him, but there's just no way. Even if I double it, he's not going to die. Alright. All we can really do is just pet Woolsey. Pet Woolsey and brace. Or hit him. Alright. Okay. Well. So now I do have stunning idea. I don't know why it wasn't in my hand last time, which is very strange. Alright, let's do a feint. Let's do the stunning idea, because now we're blocking through everything. We'll just do a couple shots. Attempt to kill... Well, yeah, we can just kill this one. Pet Woolsey. There we go. I need more bags. Where's my bags? Alright, we do have idea. If for whatever reason the other side of this removed idea, which I don't know how that's possible. I didn't think it was. Alright, so let's do an unbreakable feint. We'll just do the same stuff. Discarding all that. Let's pet Woolsey. We can do a singular hit. I don't want to stun because it just gives them armor. I don't want to do blood ritual. I'm too hurt. Okay, here we go. We can play a ton of bags here, which is valid. Alright, probably the way to go, right? Alright, let's do an idea. We can discard it, flip it. We can bring in a bag. We can probably bring in 2 bags and still use the Apostate ability, right? Yeah, we can do it at 5. So we gain 50% damage for the round. Let's kill that one. We'll probably kill him in 2 hits, yeah. Hit that one, because why not? And will this kill him? Yes. I don't know why I did that. He just gives him more armor. Oh man. Okay, let's do this. Glimpse possibility, draw a couple more cards, and kill him. Alright. Racked here. Okay, let's talk to the famished prisoner.
The man looks at you with sad eyes. He is still unable to speak.
Oh yeah, I don't... Yeah. Can't help him yet. Okay, Fighting Spirit, gain 5% damage each turn. That is nice. Every 10th hit is doubled. I do hit a lot, so this would happen often. Increase the maximum damage you deal by 3. I will say that that's only going to be useful if I end up deciding on taking the name of it, but the runestone that maximizes my damage every turn, I can do that. Explosive Strength is really nice, for obvious reasons. Because then, right, every turn, get that bonus. Man, that actually is a little bit tough, because the only way that Explosive Strength is actually going to be helpful is going to be at the finale. But it's going to be very helpful at the finale. Fighting Spirit is also good, because it'll remain, because the finale is 15 rounds, so it's eventually going to hit about 75% additional damage, which is obviously very good, and it's just passive, it just happens. And Quintessence is really good because all my attacks cost 0 at the moment. That means I'm able to use hits very often. So that 10th hit comes very commonly. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Explosive Strength, thinking about the distant future. And let's go to the Blood Altar. Hello, sir. Alright. Well, that's a lot of damage to think about, huh? I'm a little tempted to do Allmother's Blessing. Holding bow is dangerous. I'm not getting enough. Well, I didn't get a single attack here. There's something in here I can use. I mean, I could do a flute. Yeah, if I had more shots, I think I would do Hold Bow and Allmother's Blessing, but since I didn't get what I wanted, let's do something like this. Is this enough already? 1725 is the max. No, it isn't. So let's do another Unbreakable Feint. Do the Stunning Idea, remove their armor. Could stun. I suppose I could stun the Hunter, because he's going to do better if I don't stun him. Alright. So we probably want to focus on the Deformed Peasant. This has discard all maneuvers, draw 3 cards. Yeah, so for whatever reason when I did this, Idea disappeared. Which it shouldn't do that. Alright, let's do a feint. Idea. Discard, remove armor. Yeah, we'll just... yeah, we should be fine to hit him. He is dealing more damage, but it shouldn't be a big deal. Yeah, 19, we're good. Bring in Woolsey, he helps. I mean, Woolsey is moral support, if anything. If nothing else, I mean. Okay. So he just needs one hit, would do the trick. They're dealing a lot of damage, so we're going to have to do a massive feint here. Let's flip this and discard all maneuvers. Kill him. Let's draw 2 more arrows, see what we get. Yeah, this is pretty good. Probably does die. Yeah, he does. All that's left is the Perverted Life Force. Idea is expensive for the round. I'm tempted to do it anyway. I probably should. I don't need to block, but I do need to remove his armor so that I can deal enough damage to break through his strong aura. I have to deal 15 damage or else he negates it, so there we go. And removing his armor helps with that. Okay, he's going again, huh? Let's do weird coated arrows. This might just kill him. Only the maximum kills him with that. Okay. Okay. Well, let's do one of these just in case. Do that. Discard everything. And let's see if we can kill him. We got him. We got him. Okay. Cracked man. Never use that. It's too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Alright, blood altar. What do we got?
These crystals were already here when the first men landed on the island. You can still sense a glimpse of faint power in this place. A power that calls for your blood.
By the way, I will say, right, you know, I make lore videos, like that's what my channel does. Something I did notice while I was doing the lore videos in this last one, while I was writing the script, is there actually is a description of the menhirs. If you dig underneath them, there are these roots of like weird stone-like roots that go deep into Avalon. And it, since I've been playing Conquest, it has been making me wonder if these blood crystals have a relation to it, because right, the menhirs are living. So it's like maybe the blood crystals help keep them alive in that state. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Okay, pray for light. Lose 6 health for 2 weird candles. I don't need them. Pray to forget. No, I don't have the health for that. Or sacrifice health for max health. That's the only one I would consider. I don't think it actually heals me though, does it? Maybe I'll pray for life. Let's do it. I'll drink a potion then. Because I have a few. Where is it? Can I drink it from here? I don't remember. Yes. I sure can. I feel better. Do the hunting grounds. And this guy. Alright. Let's see. Abomination to infected humans. So I'm going for the infected humans as fast as possible. I don't want to do the blood ritual still. Okay. Reducing damage isn't helpful for me. I do have some attacks, like I do have some shots, which is nice to start off. Do I have anything like hold bow? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So that means we're just going to do an ordinary feint, because that'll be enough. Let's do idea, discard everything. Gives us enough for a couple arrows, and then we start shooting. That's it, right? Yeah. Okay. Almost. Because he's going to hit him too. Yeah, got pretty close there. Alright, so I have to do 3 flips in order to get the arrow bag. But actually, this is a problem because in order to do that, I have to spend a total of 3 energy already. Ugh, that is a pain, isn't it? I just need 1 more energy. I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, so if I do... Will this just kill him? Well, this and that will kill that guy. So it's not really a big deal. So I think I'll just gonna be removing their armor and stuff. There we go. Okay, so now the big question. Can I kill him at this point? Well, I can't kill him right now. I don't have hold bow, which is not good. I don't think I can do it, right? I don't think so. Alright, so let's do unbreakable feints. Idea. Discard all the maneuvers. Actually, I might be able to do it if I do this. Let's do it. Let's use the Apostate's ability, plus 50% damage. Yeah, I can kill him. Alright, so just me and the Abomination. Oh, and Woolsey. Woolsey's part of the team, too. Maybe I shouldn't have brought him out. He's gonna get hurt. Okay. Let's see here. I can hold bow. We could... Yeah, if I do a feint, idea, hold bow. Oh, the other side of this costs a lot, doesn't it? I think it does. Yeah, so I'm not going to take damage, which is good. Alright, let's do idea. Discard this stuff. And just hit him. Ooh, Woolsey will do it. Man, see how helpful Woolsey is? Woolsey's very important. Okay. He is key to this strategy, Woolsey is. Okay, what do we have? Heavy shot. So that'll be my first shot costing an energy. I like being able to guarantee that whenever I draw a shot, I know it's going to cost me 0. But heavy shot is also very nice. Okay, what's ambition? Gain 25 armor and 25% damage for 2 turns, and then all enemies lose 25 armor and 25% damage for 2 turns. Man, you know, if this wasn't for 2 turns, well, if this, excuse me, if this side wasn't just for 2 turns, I'd probably take that one, because then it's pretty valid. Or even if they like lowered it to like 20 and 20. It was permanent, I probably would actually take ambition. Ultimate weaponry. So the problem for those who have been watching this run is that I'm using the ultimate, like I can really only get 3 ultimate charges in a round. So the odds of me having 6 is very low. It happens very rarely. It happens occasionally, but it's very uncommon. So I'm never going to be able to afford this. That's the problem with that one. Heavy shot might be the way to go. I do need another attack. I'm kind of overloaded with maneuvers. So let's do it. And now we have an Ethel. Yeah, we need another one to upgrade this, which will be very nice when I can. Alright, let's go to the hunting grounds. Yeah.
The local hunters call this ancient skull the Stag Father and lay charms and offerings around it. The legends say the Stag Father takes the dreamers away to join him on a great hunt.
Sure, let's sleep here. This seems safe.
You lie down and discover that the inside of the skull is marked with crude red paintings. These daubs depict scenes of the hunt. As you look closer, they seem to start moving. The hunters of yore are talking to you.
Okay, so I can heal to full or get rid of 2 cards. Getting rid of 2 cards. Ugh. Actually, that doesn't sound half bad. Because I'm thinking of a couple cards I want to get rid of, right? You know what? Maybe I'll do it. Health isn't going to be a problem. Well, until I die, health will never be a problem. Okay, so the 2 that I wanted to get rid of are Overwhelming Insight. Is that the right one? Yeah. This one. This one acted strange with the ability. It got rid of it from Idea for some reason. It doesn't say it on the card, but it did do it. So I need to get rid of that because that can cause me issues. And I'm never going to want to flip it. So that one needs to go. The other one that needs to go, man, I like a lot of these. What else could I get rid of? A small part of me is tempted to even get rid of, well, either legendary or weird coded arrows, but at the moment, well, let me think about it. You know what is interesting? If I theoretically got rid of bow draw, that means every single round I'm guaranteed a defensive card, at least one. And the reason is because you always draw Idea, and I have a passive that always makes me draw a maneuver. So that would guarantee that I always have something defensive. I do like that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do it. Okay. Alright, so I'm guaranteed a defensive card every turn. I like that. Now let's get going. She needs 200 gold. Man, she's too expensive. Every time. Every time. Hello, sir. Ugh, the Red Death people. The worst. The worst. Alright. What do we have? We have a 0 costing hit. That's nice. Alright, let's bring in Feint. Let's just do idea. We'll get rid of them. Moving some of their armor. So very traditional. We may as well do the arrow bag. Okay. It's actually surprisingly working well so far. Yeah, we need to kill her first. Dead. And let's hit him once. Get rid of the Red Death. Okay. We have our heavy shot. That could just kill him. Alright, let's do Unbreakable Feints. Idea. Get rid of everything. Yeah, let's... Ooh, if I do the arrow bag, I can't play heavy shot. I need to do heavy shot to kill him. So, just do that and go. Alright, this is looking fine. Unbreakable Feints. Idea. Discard it all. Coolio. Yeah. You know what? I'll hit him twice. Get rid of Red Death. Hit him again. Get rid of Red Death. I should have plus 50% damage. That would have killed him. Alright, heavy shot. You're out. Some oil. Good to have. I think I'm going to remove something from here. Yeah, let's remove that. Get some consecrated oil. I might need to deal a ton of damage at some point. Oh, nice. Gar is upgraded. Well, that's really good. That means I can have another weapon slot. Okay. For every point of unused energy, man, I use energy like crazy. If you play 3 or less cards, that never happens. I always play 5 or more, so actually it in the armor isn't too bad. Maybe if I get a 3rd slot, I'll put it there. This helps in the first round. Reduce armor of all enemies. Let's see. Each card played increases your damage by 5%. That's actually pretty good, because I typically play 3 cards before I even start to attack. So let's do that. Let's put an Ethel there. It's probably going to upgrade soon, though, but at least for the time being, we'll have an Ethel. Hello, Armed Wanderer.
So, what did you learn today?
Okay, I freed your friend.
The man is visibly surprised as he listens to your story. He's even more surprised to learn that his friend lives in your village.
Thank you. Then please greet him from me.
And chain's completed. Yay. Alright, so I can learn a new... I haven't seen this guy in ages. I forget what his 3 advanced cards are. Could pay to remove a card. I kind of like how things are now. I mean, I don't like the weird... weird coded arrows because it cost me 4 ultimate, but... Alright, let's learn a new skill. I don't remember. Oh, it's just a new card. Okay, so we have Lightbringer's Avalanche. Deal 2 hits for 100% damage. 1 hit for each filled weird candle bar. Whoa. Huh. I think I'm going to take that because I think it maxes out at 5, right? And I have so many weird candles. I can... Oh, man, that's what I'm taking. Corrosive Weaponry. I really love Toxic Shots, but if this had 3 charges, I might actually do that one instead. And then drawing 2 arrows from the grave, but arrows from the grave are only what you literally just played, so I'm not going to do that. Lightbringer's Avalanche, 100%. Love it. Sounds awesome. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll go to this guy next. Only 2 of them. Alright, Mindbender spawning illusions, and we have the Deformed Peasant. Becomes strong with each hit received. Classics. Alright, so currently... Oh, currently it's only dealing 1. Alright, so if I pop this, how much does it deal? Oh. Actually, never mind. I read that wrong. So 5 is the maximum. Disregard what I said. But 5 is the maximum. So I can hit him with 5 hits. That is really nice, obviously. Let's see. So I can do a feint. I can block him. Idea, remove a bunch of his armor. Yeah, I can just leave that be. Yeah, probably the way to go. Do a feint. Do that. Remove all their armor. Or not all of it, but a ton of it. 25 down. Lightbringer's Avalanche should just kill this guy. It did. And then we'll just shoot him. Alright, so that seems to work out good. The problem is, the Avalanche card does seem to, I should have just drawn the Arrowsmith. Die. Okay. It does obviously depend upon the lighting, which means it's going to encourage me to spend more candles, which I don't like that. Okay. Because at the moment, I'm good with candles, but I'm not like stellar.
Come, train if you feel like it. These may be mere illusions, but they hit and kill, just like the real versions.
By the way, I found a way to help the sizable knight.
This isn't exactly what I've asked you to do, is it?
His tone makes it clear that his intentions weren't quite as pure as he first made them seem. He looks at you with furious anger in his eyes, and a moment later, he sighs and speaks softly.
Do what you want, but talk with me no more.
Okay. That's a little strange to me. Well, hit me with all you got, bud. I forget what he gets. Doesn't he give me a passive if I win? I forget. Okay, so... You gave me a weird bear? Bro, a weird bear? Really? Okay. Okay. Well... I don't like that. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to... Well, so either I'm gonna have to go all defense right now, or I'm gonna have to do the flute. So I'm probably gonna have to do the flute, right? Okay, what I'm going to do is just remove their armor. We'll do the avalanche. We should probably just try to kill... Man. What do you have here? Sharp Fangs, plus 50% damage for every ally, and lifesteal. Okay. That's not good. So I do need to kill the bounty hunter. Okay. Hit him a bunch. Die? No? Alright, now die. Bring in Woolsey. And I could stun him. Maybe I... Well, yeah. Let's delay the flute, because I can stun him. Okay. And now he's intending to debuff. I don't remember what he does, but that should be okay. Alright, so let's do an idea. We'll flip it. So we get 4. And then that way we can do the weird coated arrows. Alright, we're going to be able to deal a ton of damage, which is nice. Is there any way to do this? Well, part of me is tempted to do the blood ritual, but maybe I'll save that for the future. Okay, let's just hit him a bunch. Hit, and hit. Yeah, almost half dead. I'll take it. Okay, what did you do to me? Alright, so he reduced my armor by 15 for 2 turns. I don't like that, but luckily I have a feint. Luckily I do have a feint. I'm probably gonna have to do an unbreakable feint as well. I probably will, won't I? He's hitting me too hard. Even if I... Well, if I play this again and again, I think then I'm gonna be fine, but... I'm not dealing much damage, but it's okay. I'm not taking damage then. And a couple times we'll go. Okay. So now he's healing a boatload. Okay. I just flip these. So 2 energy left, which works well. So I'm going to draw a couple cards. Ooh, the avalanche is back. Avalanche is probably better than the heavy hit, right? Yeah. Yep, it is. Alright, hit, avalanche. I suppose I should stun him. If I don't, He's gonna heal by about 40, so it does give him some armor though. So you know, it probably didn't matter which way I went with that one. Alright, so in order to defend myself, I need to play that, get you some the idea, get rid of some of his armor, total of 10. Yeah, let's do an arrow bag. Let's see what we draw. Just a couple shots. Alright. Hopefully we can just get rid of him here. Doesn't really look like it. Alright, he's not attacking, so we'll just do this. Remove his armor even more. Bring in the bag. Heavy shot. Alright, he's dead. Hooray. Alright. So the only two that are valid. So I'm not going to do Agile Draft because again it's the same issue with not having enough ultimate charges. And also, by the way, the more bags I take, the more quivers I take, the less I'm going to have available anyway. But anyways, the Agile Draft really doesn't make too much sense. Ending time, I get to draw 2 finishing shots, but then I exile. So this is only a one-time use in the fight. Finishing shots are shots that deal 200% damage, so it's pretty good. Weird fiber shots. This one is really, I do like that a lot. Because occasionally you have less energy, like because of what the monsters do. So in those scenarios, weird fiber shot is really nice. Because what it does is you draw 0 weak shots and gain 0 barrier. You gain 1 weak shot and 10 barrier for every 2 ultimate charges. So if you have a ton of charges, and if you only have 1 energy or 2 or something, you don't really have much option, you can bring in the weird fiber shots and you'll have a bunch of barriers, so you'll be okay. I do like that a lot, and also having a ton of shots is nice for certain cards. The other reason that makes this very valid is my precursor shot, deal 1 hit as chain. If I have weird fiber shots and precursor, that's a ton of damage right there. Alright, the passive. Stunning performance. After every 7th maneuver, stun a random enemy. It does say 7th maneuver in a turn. That's not going to happen very often. At the very least, I don't have, my deck isn't suited for that. After every flip, gain 2 armor this turn. Or after every flip, gain 5 damage this turn. I guess, I mean, I don't like these too much, but I'll do insane momentum. I'll take the damage. Alright, more calc. Gworth. My favorite. I have another one of my favorites. Alright. Yeah, I could actually equip it. Huh. Now I'll just leave it be. I'll wait until Ethel combines, then I'll equip Gworth.
As the monster disappears in a cloud of smoke, you realize that all of the warriors present have gathered around the arena. You hear them clapping and whistling in awe.
Congratulations. Here's the promised reward.
Polished or ear. Yeah. Okay. So this is a mythical. At the start of every turn, reduce the cost of 1 card by 1. Ooh, I should equip that. Because, yeah, I probably should. And the reason is just because it'll help me get to 4 ultimate faster. And if that's not the case, at the very least, it'll decrease the cost of a quiver or a good arrow. So yeah, this is something I probably do need in here. Also, it says every turn reduce the cost. By the way, the reason why I say that is because in my deck, the way that it works is, well, so in my deck, 2 things. For one, the weird coded arrows requires 4 ultimate charges. The only way I can play this is if I play 4 maneuvers. But that's going to cost me a minimum of 3 energy at the moment. So due to that, I don't have 4 energy then to play 3 maneuvers and then, or 4 maneuvers, and then bring in the weird coded arrows. Now I do have a way with the runestone, because one of the cards is going to be reduced by 1. So there's hope. There's hope for that. Okay. Hello. Can I talk to you again? No? I thought that, well, I don't know. I haven't dealt with him in a while. I thought that you could do it multiple times. Okay. Hello. I guess we're just good to go, right? Yeah. Ooh, man, these rats. Doing a lot of attack all enemy stuffs, huh? This enemy increases the damage of its most wounded allies. Rat King. This enemy won't attack unless it's alone, but it will make all its allies stronger. Then the ravenous rats gain damage, lose armor per ally on the field. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so if I do, man, it's a shame that this costs 0. I mean, I could bring him in. You're not sure. Okay, Woolsey, you're in. So if I do idea, I can flip it. I could do weird fiber shots. Or, yeah, okay. This is what we're gonna do. Idea. Do that. Discard everything. So we have block. Almost enough for everybody. Let's do weird fiber shots. I did this a little bit poorly, but it's okay. Let's hit the queen. Maybe kill her. No. Alright, took 1 total point of damage. Okay. Alright, let's do idea. We could do an advanced feint, making sure that we're okay. This cost me 0, so I should play it. We should do a stunning idea, discard everything. Alright, so we can do a regular shot, and also we can do the lightning avalanche. At the moment, it's equivalent. This should just kill the queen. Yeah, and then we'll hit one of the little guys. Dead. Alright. And every turn, this guy's giving him more. So I have to pet Woolsey or else he's about to die. Okay, I should. I don't want him to die. We'll do the 0 cost feint, so we're good with that as well. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to do idea. We're going to flip idea. And then we're going to do weird coated arrows, dealing extra damage. Didn't quite work as I'd hoped, but that's okay. Let's kill this guy. Severely injure him. Alright, so he just needs 1 hit to go down, leaving the Rat King. What a name, huh? Alright, let's get some unbreakable feints here. Idea. Flip idea again. Removing their armor. He's almost dead. Let's bring in the arrow bag. Suppose we'll do it twice. Oh, we got lucky. It's all 0s. This is interesting, actually. So, oddly enough, I'm going to play that just because it's a 0 costing card. Then we're going to kill him. The reason why I did that is to make Precursor shot more deadly. So we'll just keep attacking. Alright. Alright, so he's in. He is in. He's not too deadly here. Just need to do 1 block around and we should be fine. Let's do a fiber shot. Hit. 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 Okay. So we should just keep doing the same stuff. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay. Let's bring in the arrow bag. And dead. Well, so far we're doing okay. I am worried when we get to a boss how we're going to be doing.
You found what was protected by this beast. When you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold, 3 ethereal chests materialize in front of you. Bringing your hand towards one of them causes the others to shimmer and blur.
Yep, so I can only have 1. Armor slot, probably the way to go. Alright, it's always good to have extra rune stones. It does help a lot to have 1 more ability. Okay. I am tempted to put in a second Ethel here for 10 more armor. It's probably what I'm going to do. What else would be valid? The Gifu isn't bad. Give me 5, not 5. Give me 10 barrier. Honestly, the calc isn't bad either. You know what? Let's do the calc. I feel like we're doing pretty good. We need the healing. That'll help with that. Hello, sir. Last fight. Oh, that's light seekers, so I don't want to raise the light in this case. Okay. Well, they're not dealing crazy damage. We absolutely are going for the sleeper, as always. Let's see. I don't really need to... I don't particularly need the blocks, but I'll do it anyway. We'll do 2. And then we'll do that. And do that. So all of them lose some. Okay. Well, so now I have to make the choice. So I want to do the weird fiber shot or the summon wolf. I don't really need to do weird fiber shots. Well, I'll do it anyway. Might be enough to kill him now. Oh, it reset because I played the quiver. That was my bad. Okay. He's gonna die anyway. What? That's strange. Did a card just get discarded? Wait a second. Where is it? Flipping spree, hidden pockets. Yeah, no, not that one. Where is it? The movement. Yeah. Draw an additional maneuver every turn. Where's my maneuver? Huh. Well, that must be a bug or something, because you always start with the idea. I mean, the whole reason I got rid of all my other maneuvers was so that I could guarantee a defensive card every round. Or is there none in my draw pile? Oh, that must be it. Okay. Yeah, so it must be since they were all either in the grave or discard, I wasn't able to draw a maneuver because there was none in my draw pile. Okay, well, technicality. That's a shame. Okay, well, I'm gonna be taking damage then. What I could do is do the warding roar. But now I'm fine. We'll just get rid of this thing. Yeah. I could just do some attacks. Probably the way to go. Kill that one. And hit. Oh well. Let's see. I could do another idea and whatnot. We should do a feint. Idea. Discard everything. Heavy shot costs 0. That's really nice to see. Will heavy shot just kill him now? It could. Nope. Very, very close. Okay. Alright. Do a feint. So now I'm already defended. Idea. Discard. Grab a couple more arrows. Hit. And dead. Alright. Healing mixture. Nice. I'll take it. Huh. Well, so now I need something in my 5th. Probably the thing that... Where is it? Reduce an enemy's damage. We'll put that on. Need something more defensive. Another tier. I don't use tiers. I can't think of too many times in which I'd want to play tiers. The only thing I can think of is if maybe you're the Berserker, and then you could have eventually have the first 3 turns. You deal 75% additional damage, but I don't know. Hard to tell. I don't know how helpful that would even be. Okay. Hello, Cursed Healer.
Godless healing! Godless healing!
Yeah, your stuff is expensive, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I need money, actually, for when I return for runestones, so I'm not gonna do it. Alright, let's go there. This is really burning my candle. Oh, that's a long walk. A lot longer than I expected. Okay. I really did burn the candle. Let's ask for a blessing. Let's see what we get. Alright, 10 health. Alright, well. Healing is healing, huh? Oh, another
feel it.
event.
The Candlemaker's nightmare is going to appear again. And indeed, you see the enormous body slowly materializing out of the weirdness.
I've never taken out a weird candle. It seems as if, because I've killed him I think 3 or 4 times, I'm kind of stuck in a loop with the candle maker, so I think I have to take out a weird candle.
Apparently, he thinks you're Luch. It seems he's unable to see with his eyes, but he definitely feels the light of a candle. You notice that it burns right through his skin. Limbs stretch wildly out of his belly and twist and gyre in desperate motion. He quickly disappears into the shadows, seeking the protection of the weirdness. After he's gone, you notice a small pouch left behind on the ground. Perhaps he was holding it? Perhaps the pouch fell out as the candle was burning his skin. There's nothing of value inside, but perhaps Luch will tell you more about the contents.
Yeah, that's what I needed. Alright, so he's dealt with, but now I'm really low on weird candles. Alright, let's go. Vran the Sullen. Okay, so everything gets redirected to the Renegade Protector. They're not really dealing that much damage, but playing it the same way. Let's bring in the arrow bag. Okay, this seems fine, I think. I'm a little bit tempted to give myself consecrated oil, but maybe now's not the right time. I could do an acid bomb. I never use it, so maybe I should. Let's do it. So everyone's armor is reduced by a little bit for the time being. Hit, and precision shot. Okay. Oh. Ooh, another one? Man, another situation where... Okay, that actually is a very big issue. Because this hasn't happened before, and now it's happened twice back to... Well, almost back to back. Where the maneuver doesn't come in because it's not technically my draw pile. That's not good. Okay, luckily I have weird fiber shots, but all I can do is get 10 barrier from that one. And that guy, Renegade Sentinel, hitting pretty hard. Maybe I'll do the blood ritual. Man, they are all stunnable, aren't they? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Okay, so I don't have to worry. We'll be okay. Hit him several times. I can bring in a weak shot, but you know what? I'm gonna save the ultimate. Okay. So all their armor is pretty low. They're taking a lot of increased damage. Let's play the Tainted Force. All their armor's lowered yet again. He's hitting for 3. Not a big deal, but I'm still gonna block it. Alright, I only have 1 energy left, but I have a fair bit of ultimate. I guess I'll do the weird coated arrows. Ooh, they both cost 0. That's sad. Oh, sorry, they both cost 1. My bad. That's a shame. Okay. Oh well, couldn't play it. Alright, let's bet the wolf. It's free. 60 damage, huh? I mean, I can block that one. Or can I? Oh no, I can't. Ooh, who lowered my... Well, so one of them lowered my defense by 50. Okay, so I can't block that. That's a lot of damage too. That can almost kill me. Wow. Luckily, it only lasts for a round. Well, so let's do idea. Remove everyone's armor. We can play arrow bag. Let's see where we're at from here. I could just stun everybody again with blood ritual. That would keep me safe for sure. Yeah, I guess I'll do it. Feels a little bit like I didn't need to, but alright. I'm just dealing 5, that's fine. Okay, let's do an unbreakable feint. We'll do an idea. We're gonna discard it all. We can just do a hit. That one's out. Deal some damage to him. Could do the weird fiber shots. I don't want to though. Let's just upgrade Woolsey. Okay, so that's a lot of damage, but I've seen far worse. Far, far worse. Okay. Advanced feint, idea, discard it all. Draw 2. Okay. Alright, wow. Killed him in one hit, huh? Alright, just hit him. I should be able to handle it from here. Alright, we'll do the free unbreakable feint. We bring in weird coated arrows, huh? Okay. Oh wow. He's probably gonna die. Do these 0 cost things. And you did. Hooray. Killed him. 4 weird candles. We need more, probably. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Ray of Hope. Heal for 10. Reduce energy cost of 3 cards and on hand by 1. That is good. I don't have any way to heal, so that is good. What? Disappointment. Offer 10 armor for 3 turns. What? Loss of faith. Offer 25% damage for 3 turns. What? Okay, I'm not doing that. No way, no how. Finishing touches. Okay. So I can get 2 finishing shots. I think I have too many quivers as is, because I burned through the ultimate charges so quickly. Returning shot isn't bad. I think I'll just take that one. It's another 0 costing arrow. I need more of them because I have too much that cost 1 already. Alright, stand. Merge. Alright.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
Alright, take the Weirdstone Heart. As we will go again to the finale. The real finale. Hey, Bard. Okay,
The blacksmith.
I remember the blacksmith had something I liked, right? What did he have? Yeah, the polished gur. Really nice. Really, really nice. I'm just gonna take it. Very important to have that, I think. Of all these others, not particularly interested. We'll just leave. Now let's see here. In the runestone, we can replace it with cracked ethel, or we can replace the cracked ethel with gur. So I have plus 30 armor from that, and I'm also going to be gaining 2 every round. I'm getting a lot of armor. That should be nice. It should be very helpful, I hope. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it. The Lost Soul, I could rest there. I can only rest twice in the game, so I might save the resting for after Act 2. And then after Act 3. Just in case I do take a lot of damage. Ghost Shop, nothing needs to be upgraded as far as I know. Candle Maker. I'm gonna buy one, because it's cheap at 50. I'll leave it at that for now. I'm probably going to buy them later in the future. But yeah, we'll just leave it. And I need to talk to you.
You show Luch the pouch you found on the ground. When he takes a look inside, his eyes suddenly light up.
I wasn't sure, but I know whose pouch it is. It belonged to Val. Everyone loved her. She was a star. Quite naive and innocent. A sweet child, really. I bet she was his last victim. But that's
Right.
all I needed. Now, give me a moment to prepare the surprise.
He disappears into his secret room, but he leaves the door open so that you can still hear him talk.
The more I think about this, you see, the more I realize that they weren't bad people. Just fearful. And ultimately, corrupted by that manipulative freak. Well, I suppose I can't do any more to avenge them. If only they'd used their own minds, they would have found me and stayed safe. But brainwashed, they had no choice but to obey this freaky jester.
He comes back holding a very strange candle.
Here, a gift. But unfortunately, one you won't be able to use very often.
Special card unlocked, huh? Okay. What card did I get? Can't use it very often, huh? Neutral? Nope. Maneuver? Nope. Quiver? Nope. Arrow? Nope. Is it a passive? Insane momentum? No. What do you give me? If it was a new item, it would have gone here. Okay.
Good.
Maybe I have to, oh, I have to buy it here. Okay. Buy special card. So I have learned that if I press buy and if I change my mind, I can cancel it and I'll get money back. Or at least it did with another guy. So hopefully the candle maker isn't too stingy. Alright, so he can give me burning light. Reduce armor of all enemies by 20 for 3 turns. 10 for each weird candle bar lit. It is free. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. It's actually really good for certain characters, probably. Yeah, I mean, it's a 0 cost energy. Yeah, okay. I'll take it. I think it's useful, probably. I might even buy another weird candle. Currently, I have how many? I have a bunch, right? I have like 8, 7. Yeah. Well, I'll leave it. I'll buy it later. I might need gold for the run. Anyone else to talk to?
Your battle.
Yeah, I've taken care of Warwick's son.
The Master of Arms looks at you with a grin. He's clearly happier than you've ever seen him before.
Don't worry about this. You did the right thing. The weirdness claimed him as one of its own before you could end his suffering. I just wish I prevented the unnecessary deaths of his victims while I still could. But that, well, it wouldn't be simple disobedience. Killing my lord's son would have been treason, and I respected Warwick. At least, I respected him when he was capable of sane thought. I hoped one day he would see what his son became. And me? All I could see was a tiny glimpse of sunlight slipping through the bars of my cell in the Broch. Maybe he saw his son turning into a monster. Maybe he became one of the young monster's victims. Thank you for taking care of the Weirdsporn. Now I know he's been stopped. My peace is restored.
No problem. NPC saved. Special card unlocked. Semperfi completed. We're completing a lot back to back, huh? Okay, so nothing to say. So you also have a special card. I suppose I should look. Tactic Mastery. Discard all cards. Draw 0 cards and reduce its cost by 1 this turn. 1 card for each discard card. Wow, I love cards like that. I love cards like that. There's a whole reset. Yeah, discard all cards, draw 0 cards, and reduce their cost by 1. I mean, that seems too good, right? I mean, that's like a whole new hand. You don't like your hand, you can just discard everything and their cost is reduced by 1. I think that's too good to pass up. Alright. I guess we'll get out. I don't think I have enough card shreds in order to get the permanent upgrades from him. Those are like what I'm eyeing next. Draw 1 more card per turn. That's something I really want, but I need 400 more card shreds. What else is valid? A duplicate card. I mean, that's good, but same with Mark as your first hand. That's good as well. Yeah, so I need 400 more card shreds before I get his upgrade. I could use the journal pages from the Go Shop for that, but I won't. Not for the moment, at least. Alright, let's go. To Act 2 we go. Alright, let's hurry to the closest fight. I guess you... Oh, wait, do I want to do that? Yeah, I think we do. Let's just go this way first. Alright, let's go. Okay. Faceless Hunter. Disease Spreader. Corrupted Giant. By the way, I did want to mention this at some point, so maybe I'll just mention it now. But something that I have found very interesting. This Corrupted Giant, this might sound weird, but he has a head, he has a brain. Why is that important? Well, in the Fall of Avalon RPG, they're all brainless. That to me is strange. Whenever they're like shown in the board game as well, they're not brainless. They have brains. So somebody must have like removed their brains at some point in history. They weren't always like that. But anyways, let's see. May as well just play this immediately. Reduce armor of all enemies by 10 for 3 turns. Sure, it's free. May as well. They do Tactics Mastery, but I don't... Ooh, they have a lot of blocks. Yikes. Discard all cards, draw 9 cards, and reduce its cost by 1. This seems too good. There's no way. There's no way this actually works. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna draw 9 cards. Yeah, there's over 0. Okay. If you say so, game. That's strange to me. Alright, so we have tons of block now. We have plenty of block. Everything costs 0? Nuts. That card is too unfair. Like, honestly, that's just ridiculous. I mean, I like it, but I don't because it's too good. Yeah, just keep hitting him. This will maybe do it. Yep. Yeah, I guess we'll go for the Disease Spreader. Avalanche. Could stun him, but Precursor. And I can do a feint again. Alright. Okay. Well, that worked out. To a master feint, so we have tons and tons of armor. Idea, let's just discard it all. We can grab 3 weak shots. Might not be a bad idea. I guess so. Yeah. So this guy's gonna go down. Some weak shots, do regular, returning shot, and turning shot. Okay. Ooh, idea is more expensive. That's a little bit annoying. Ooh, well, that means I can't play this. I guess that's fine. It's not a big deal. It's okay if I don't play as efficient or around. That's fine. He's pretty hurt anyway. Well, now idea is free, huh? By the way, yeah, I was gonna say, it appears that these cards get exiled because I wasn't seeing them again. But yeah, good to know. It doesn't say exile, but okay. Alright, faint. Let's do a stunning idea. Get rid of those. Weird, well, yeah, weird coded errors, I guess. Hit. Nice. Alright, got an acid bomb. Gar again. Gworth again. Oh man, but those, man, they're spoiling me. Why are they doing this? Come on, game. That's just too nice. That is too nice. Gworth. I mean, honestly, at this point, Gworth might be better as a weapon rune. But I'll leave it. But the game really is spoiling me. My goodness. That was too nice.
What was once a lively tavern now stands abandoned amongst dense clouds of the weirdness. Deserted and eerie, it is as silent as a grave.
Come on, take a sip. Don't be shy. Drink with me.
Yes, I shall drink with you. Take a sip, get a random consumable, weird stone, and a combat encounter.
You feel the fluid burning down your throat and into your stomach, leaving a
Delicious.
peculiar iron-like aftertaste. You have no idea what the swill is, but at least one thing was true. You're sure it made you forget something. The man belches loudly.
Now we fight. What's the use of drinking without a proper fight to commemorate the evening?
Alright. Alright. Blocked pretty significantly there. Yeah. Idea. Discard it. Arrow bag. This isn't bad. Okay. Yeah. Hit. And a big hit, kind of. Alright. Okay. I mean, I may as well remove his armor by 10. I may as well. I need to block his stuff, so we'll do an unbreakable feint, and we'll just do a couple flips. Bring in a couple arrows. Hit. Alright. Doesn't look like I'll kill him this time around. Alright. We do have the tactics. I can't be sure I can summon the wolf. Well, I probably shouldn't have summoned the wolf actually, but he's summoned. I guess I could do tactical mastery. Sure. Do a block. Advanced feint. I mean, it cost me 0. If I play it again, I can play an arrow bag, so it's probably the way to go. Okay. Alright. Now we're getting there. Might be able to actually kill him. Sometimes this drunkard, he's not always easy to get rid of. Alright, so in order for me to be able to play weird coded arrows, I'm going to have to do a second unbreakable feint, then do a double idea, and then the other thing. It's kind of a risk, but I'm getting a lot of block here, so it's not like I'm going to get injured. Alright, he's kind of hurt. We'll get him next round, right? Right, Woolsey? Yeah. Ooh, 25 off.
The man finally collapses and disappears into the weirdness. you find a few things on the ground.
Nice. Couple tomes, a couple of other stuff, runestones. Anything upgraded? Doesn't look it. Not shining. Okay. What level am I, by the way? I'm almost 9? 8. Okay. So the boss isn't here. By the way, is the milestone here? It would be nice if it was like in the middle, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to pop one. Alright, let's see. Tainted corpse, so he keeps on resurrecting. Then we have the soul harvester. I want to get rid of the soul harvester soon, and then the bone idol, it'll disappear on its own, but it will steal cards. Because it's a jerk. Alright, remove their armor, please. Okay. Okay, 0 costing hit is nice. Let's do a feint. Idea. Discard. Alright, so now we have enough to be able to play the arrow bag. Is probably the right call. Alright, I might be able to kill him. We'll see. We'll do the Lightbringer's Avalanche. 3 health. Ooh, should I do the big one on him? Maybe I won't. He's gonna die, right? Yeah. He'll die from that weaker attack. Alright, 0 costing. I can block everything already. Do that and that. Let's bring in a couple more arrows. Alright, so we'll just go now. May as well. I can bring in Woolsey. Doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to bring in your bestie. Okay, you're in. Do that. Discard. I could do Tactics Mastery at this point. I actually don't have the best shots here. Probably valid. Let's do it. Let's hit him once. Discard and see what we get you. Okay. Well, the good news is we're getting a lot of charges here. And I was able to kill him, so double good news. May as well play these. Ooh, returning shot. Don't mind if I do. Again, why not? Well, didn't get attacks. He's hitting kind of hard. I should be able to kill him anyway. See how high we can get. Okay, so will this just kill him? No. Could double my damage. So he's dead. That Woolsey. Hit him, and we're out. Through. Alright, Rancid Battlefield. Reduce the enemy's armor by 20 till the end of combat, and then gain 20 armor. And it upgrades to 30, but it increases the cost by 1. It's not defensive. I'm trying to make it that all my maneuvers are defensive. I'm gonna keep doing that for the time being. Bola's shot. Deal a hit for 25% damage and stun. Do I have a single stun? No, I have a stun. Yeah, I have a stun. I have smoke shot. Oh no. I don't like having shots that cost me energy. So Bola's is probably out. The only thing that makes me have a little bit of pause is because of the new neutral that decreases everything's cost by 1. In those moments, Bola's would be used, but if I really needed a stun, I would have I would have used the smoke shot in the first place, or I would just hunt for it. So I'm gonna say no. We could skip. We could reroll. Let's reroll. All right. So we have. So David is. So this one's gonna be out, but I'll show it to you guys. Gain 100 barrier if your armor is equal to or smaller than 25. That isn't the case. Actually, this isn't as bad now that I think about it, because of my class, I keep the maneuver in my hand, and David cost me 0. Actually, not too bad. And then Goliath. Gain 50 barrier if your armor is equal or higher than 25. So that is a lot of barrier. It is a defensive card. It is a... Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll do it. Because also, I'm going to flip it regularly from David to Goliath. And flipping is really good for the ultimate charges. So, you know what? I'll do it. I'll actually do it. Alright, experience. First maneuver used in combat is duplicated. Huh. Well, actually, that is pretty good. Because what I could do then is, whenever I play Idea, because if I start with Idea, it'll duplicate itself. Ooh. Well, actually, I don't know how useful that is. Because if it duplicates itself, I don't know if that means that the next 2 maneuvers I play will be free. Or if it's... Ooh, I actually don't know. Or if it's going to just play it twice. And then therefore just discard all my maneuvers. I'm not positive. Okay, what's Reluctant Hero? Let's see if there's something else that's really good. And it doesn't matter then. If you have used 7 or more cards this turn, that's going to be pretty common. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage to a random enemy after the end of your turn. There's essentially 1 hit a round, like 1 extra shot. Not bad. After using a maneuver, reduce armor of all enemies by 5 this turn. This turn is what I don't like. So Smoke and Mirrors is out. I guess I could do experience. Yeah, we'll just have to test it out. We'll just have to test it out. Gar and Ken. Ken lets me duplicate. Or could put it elsewhere. Alright. And now Gar is upgraded. So I can deal 4 additional damage with Gar. Nice. Although that is a pretty big... Oh, Kid Childs. Hey man. In my experience, duplicates simply activate twice immediately. Yeah. The only reason why I wasn't positive about it is because, well, I mean, maybe you know because you're playing the game as well, but since the Apostate, you don't discard the card, it remains in your hand. I was a little bit curious if, since it remains, if it will play the same side twice. I forget. Like, I legitimately don't remember. Or if you play one side, then you play the other side. With a maneuver. Maybe remember. I'll talk to this guy.
The woman grows more and more desperate in her search. You hear her mumbling something under her breath as you draw near. She doesn't even notice your approach.
Alright, why is this runestone so important?
She looks at you with sadness in her eyes.
You won't give up with these questions, will you, stranger? A few years ago, I found a little boy wandering around one of the battlefields. He was so tiny, so adorable. I treated him like a son, but he...
She covers her face with one ragged sleeve.
He had to be an abomination conjured out of the weirdness. He stole my youth. He stole my health.
What do you mean? And hey, name assist. Hope you're doing good, bud. What do you mean?
He didn't change. After 5 years, he should have been 12. But he looked 7 just the day we met. But me, just look at me. I suddenly grew old, rapidly. Most of my hair fell out in one single night. I had no choice but to leave him. I needed to save myself, to keep these last year of my life inside me. I still regret it. I still love him dearly. But I had to.
I think I could have helped, or I think I could have met him.
You tell her about your meeting with Futhark, the boy playing with runestones and waiting for his mother.
So you met him, and he's still waiting for me. That's heartbreaking. You must think I'm a horrible mother, but I had no choice. I don't know whether he's a ghost or an abomination conjured by the weirdness, but he was killing me. Literally.
Well, I hope you feel better soon, Nemesis. I also seem to be coming down with a cold. I'm a little bit worried about that. A small part, I didn't completely finish the lore video for Sunday. A small part of me is tempted to rush it and try to get it done tomorrow, record it, and then while my voice is okay. So I'm a little bit worried it's gonna be bad. Also, I don't remember if you remember, but typically when I get sick, it lasts about 3 weeks, so it's like it's really bad. So I would really hate to miss the next 3 lore videos, but I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Anyways, I'm sure he'll be glad even to hear you're alive.
If I could be cured, or if this disease could at least slow down. I miss him so much. I think of nothing else, and I just wish I could take care of him again.
Alright, so I can exchange runestones for consumables. I'm not going to do that one. I already had that quest, I thought, but for some reason, it's making me do it again. Maybe I talked to Futhark incorrectly the last time? Oops. Hey, buddy. Okay. Alright, Woolsey, let's go. To the next one. A sizable knight and a host of evil. Okay. So it wasn't... Man, I already forget. So, the new thing that I grabbed, where is it? Where is it? No, not the runestones. First maneuver used in combat is... Oh, in combat is duplicated. Alright, let's see what happens. First maneuver, though, right? Okay, so first of all, let's do the Burning Light. Let's remove their armor by 20. Let's see. Let's make sure that this works correctly. No. Okay, so that means that whenever... Well, I probably shouldn't have risked it. I should have risked it with a feint, now that I think about it. Because now I could be taking some damage. However, now I know definitively that whenever it says duplicate a maneuver, it plays one side and then plays the other, and then it gets discarded. So good to know. I'll have to think about that in the future. Anyways, I probably want to try to kill this tainted corpse first. They're not hitting me too hard. I could do a wooden... I mean, burning the wooden flute over 3 to 5 damage seems pretty piddly. I mean, do I do that? I suppose. Let's remove their armor. Yeah, let's just start wailing on one of these guys. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, good, I got a feint. Fantastic. Okay. And yeah, we'll just go. There's 1 health left. Alright, we'll play David just to flip. We could just play Goliath right after. Let's do Idea. Now let's play Goliath. I could technically flip it to David again. That's a lot of flipping. Do I need to do that much? I suppose I may as well. It is beneficial, right? Yeah, then let's remove their armor so we have a ton of ultimate charges. I think it was a good idea that I did take David and Goliath. Alright, let's do the arrow bag. And yeah, let's shoot him down. Your health comes first. People will wait if the video is delayed, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure as well, but I don't know. I feel bad if I'm inefficient. It makes me feel bad. So, so I'm gonna do my best to, at the very least, get it by Sunday. Like because I drink tea. I don't think I posted it, but I ended up drinking tea before streaming because I am starting to feel sick. So I'm gonna have to see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, I did write a lot because I was feeling it already. So I did write a ton as is because I was preparing for it. Okay. Maybe I should do the Allmother's Blessing because I guess I could. Let's do it. The armor's reduced by 5. Bring in a couple of these guys. Oh. Let's start hitting these other fellows. Oh, killed him? Wow, that works. That was an accident. Okay. That's fine by me. I can take all that damage. Oh, you healed him. Okay. Alright, so let's do Idea, Goliath, to David. Alright. That does work out pretty well, actually. Alright, let's discard it all, remove some armor. If I have to, I'll use this twice on him, which I probably will have to. Or no, I can do it once. Cool. Alright. I probably have enough block to wake her up for a round. Yep, I do. Alright, let's see. Can deal a lot of damage to him. I do have weird fiber arrows available. Okay, let's do this. Master Feints. Let's discard them all. Then I'm at 4. They can bring in the fiber shots. Alright. So I can kill him, get rid of Red Death. I can hit her. No way she can deal enough damage to wound me. Alright. She's looking hurt. And now she's dead. Nodfoot. Fantastic. So useful. Okay. Corrosive weaponry. Well, now I'm a little bit more intrigued because now that I have multiple ways to flip 4 maneuvers, corrosive weaponry now has validity. Because if I draw in the first round, there's a good chance I'll be able to play it. And it removes the armor until the end of combat. So that's really nice. I could take a second precursor shot. Also not too bad because it's another 0-costing arrow. And yeah, I do like that. And then heads and tails. So tails gives you 50 armor for the turn. Heads gives you 50 damage for the turn. That's out of the question. I think I'll do corrosive weaponry. I think at this point I should have more quivers. So let's grab one. Okay. Cracked Ethel. Good. Cracked Man. So that's upgraded. That's upgraded. Ethel is probably a little bit valid to put over here. Let's see where we're at with health. Alright, we're 1 away from max. So I'm going to replace this with Ethel now. So I have even more armor. So I'm getting, what, 47, 57 armor? Is that what I'm at right now? Does it show me? I always forget. I guess it doesn't. Oh, here. 30. Alright, that's wrong. This must be pre-runestone. But if that's true, then I'm at 75. So that can't. I don't know. They must only count the 1 runestone. That gives me 30. Okay. Hello, sizable knight.
Friend, good to see you. I'm looking for people who might make a good addition to my collection. But you see, I'm getting very hungry this far from my brook. Do you have some food to spare?
I don't think I do.
The knight looks at you impatiently.
I'm out. Oh, so he's gonna attack me.
How rude of you.
Where is he?
And I'm hungry. Really, really, really hungry.
His voice becomes a growl. His knightly features fade as he shifts into an enormous, grotesque creature. Suddenly he's stinking, huge and drooling. Perhaps offending this noble creature wasn't the best idea.
I haven't fought him at all, actually, so far. Because you need food or else he attacks you. Okay. Alright, buddy. 750 health. What is he preparing? I wonder. This enemy can attack only once every few turns. Alright. And then 2 sizable knight squires. The enemy performs regular attacks. Okay, so they just keep attacking. Interesting. Alright, buddy. Let's see how this goes. Tactic mastery. Maybe I want to delay. Use that on another round. Advanced feints will just keep me safe. Huh. Well, I have some other thoughts now, because actually a 10-card draw. I would absolutely draw something defensive there. Maybe I want to do a 10-card draw. You know what? I'm going to do it. 10-card draw. Alright, so it's a whole new hand. Everything's... all its cost is decreased by 1. I feint. Let's do some flips here. Ooh, I forgot I duplicate, but that's okay. Flip. Flip. A lot of flipping. Alright, so we're at 5. I can do weird coded arrows. I can... okay. I think I'm going to do weird coded arrows, right? Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I have a lot of regular shots here. I was hoping I was going to get Burning Light, but I didn't. So let's just attack one of the little ones. I have tons of block. Alright, let me draw. I got idea, which isn't exactly preferable. Well, I suppose I should just do it. Do some flipping. Remove some armor. I do have the arrow bag I can use now. Well, I know it's going to get both of these, which would be good. Okay. Pretty hurt. That went pretty well. Oh. I think he waits a while and then hits like a train. You don't want to use blocks if you have them, or else burn him down quick. Really? Well, I have the wooden flute, so I'll just save it for when he activates. Yeah, I haven't had to fight him in a long time. Like, well, yeah. Because I haven't fought him since I did the new profile, so. Everything costs 1? Bogus. Well, I guess we'll do this. We'll flip a couple times. Do idea. We'll get rid of all these. Cool. We might die. Very close. Alright. We got 1 turn left. This turn, huh? Okay. I do have advanced feints, which I should definitely do. We'll do idea. We'll flip it. Huh. Let's do corrosive weaponry. We're gonna remove his armor, because he's gonna be the last one, huh? Draw a couple new arrows. Alright. That works with me. I could hit him a ton here, but I can't imagine killing him. Even with the following round. Alright, let's see what he does. I should have killed the one on the left, I just realized. 102. Intriguing. Well, thankfully, I do have the flute. This flute is just superior. I also have All Mother's Blessing, so I'm good, I'm good. Let's play the flute, block the next 2 hits, so 1, 2, I'm good. Alright. Can't really do too much, huh? Sadly, all I can really do is bring in the fiber shots. Okay. Summon Wolvie. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. He's gonna die. Why did I do that? I'm not gonna. Well, whatever. I'll bring him back later. I'll bring him back right before the end. All right. Let's see. This cost me 0, so I'll play that. This is only giving me 1 at the moment. Really? Okay, I thought that was at 2. He's gonna be able to go off again, isn't he? Probably will. Well, I am blocking everything I can, so I'll just do the idea thingy and remove their stuff. Okay, well, let's try to get rid of him. Huh. Idea, Goliath, David, stunning idea. Okay. Hit him hard. What are my arrows looking like? I think that they're all 0. Okay, we'll do it then. Hit him. He's out. Alright. Well, well, well. Anything I can do to prepare for the following round? Not particularly. I don't like that I just drew Allmother's Blessing. I was hoping I was going to have that later. Okay, there's not too much I can do. I could remove a bunch of his armor, but I will. I will do idea. We'll save the 2 charges. Okay. So I'm guaranteed a block. Okay, 62. That's okay. That's fine. Honestly. Okay. Bring in Goliath. Switch to David. Yeah, let's just do an Unbreakable Feint. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Discard it all. Do some hits. I could have done Allmother's Blessing. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Cost me 0. And then this cost me 0. He's not attacking me. Okay. Let's do weird coated arrows in an arrow bag. Big hit. Alright, he's taking a ton of damage now. Alright, I'm not gonna kill him because I want to bring Woolsey back. I feel bad that I got him killed. Alright. We should be able to kill him anyway, I hope. Yeah, totally. Totally. He's out. And we're at level 10. I don't know what level 10 apostates have. Okay, quick dodge. What's this? It's costing me 0, huh? Gain barrier equal to half of your current armor. That's nice. Gain barrier equal to 100% of your armor. Now and at the start of your next turn. Wow. That looks like something I want. Bottomless bag. No. Flare shot. Place redirect on a chosen enemy. Okay, quick dodge it is. That's good. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Okay, I am excited for this to see what's new. So we have Ante, Raise, and Call. Ante. Draw 1 arrow for every 2 cards flipped by your ultimate ability. Ooh. That's hard to predict. It's very rare that cards get flipped from my ultimate, because typically I'm discarding them to remove armor. So that's like, I'm gonna have to like force my mind to be like, no. Like, I know I can remove 25% armor right now for free, essentially, but don't do it. That's gonna be hard for me to force myself not to at times. Raise, using your ultimate ability reduces the energy cost of 33% maneuvers you have in hand by 1. Oh no. After using a quiver, draw 2 additional maneuvers. Ugh. I don't know. So it waits around before attacking. It was really easy to bait out free turns. Yeah. I don't think he's that bad. It's just that you mainly just have to handle that first attack. Because what was that? Like 115 damage or something? Like if you have a bad draw, then he's dealing 115. That's a run ender, which is terrible. Yeah, he was really fun to fight with the default character. Yeah, but yeah, I could imagine, being slightly unlucky, and then all of a sudden it's just over. Okay, I'm probably gonna do Call. I don't like any of these if I'm honest, but Call at least has the opportunity of being helpful. So, all the others, I feel like just not gonna be good. Okay. So, I'm going to do one more fight, guys. We're going to go here. Do this Host of Evil. Every villain is lemons. Let's go. Alright, so the Blood Carver is going to be bringing in a stone, which will heal them if I destroy. Face this Hunter. Deliver more hits and less stunned. We got the Rat. And a Corrupted Giant. Lovely. Okay. This is free, quick dodge. That's why I really like this, because it's like you can switch back and forth and one of them is going to be free. So that helps a ton with getting the ultimate up. Okay, honestly, I mean, using quick dodge already almost gets me to where I need to be. Oh, good. Actually, it's a good thing I played that to start. Alright, let's do Idea. Let's discard this. Removing their armor. I don't need All Mother's Blessing. Could do weird coded arrows, I suppose. I have extra energy today. Oh yeah, I forgot I also draw maneuvers. Very rarely going to be helpful, but... Try to kill the Blood Carver. I want to get rid of him. I'm not going to do Tactic... Well, yeah, I'm not going to do Tactic Mastery. Not gonna do it. Alright, let's hit the Rat. Okay. Unbreakable Feint. That's enough already. Idea. Discard. We have enough for one arrow bag, so I'll bring one in. I don't need the armor. Okay, let's do a heavy hit. Alright. Alright, we got the dodge, which I can flip to quick dodge. Yeah. This is looking... Oh, yeah, I can also do the burning light. Do that. Huge hit here. Wow. Yeah, looking fine. Almost. Dead. Not dead. He's about to die. There we go. All right. All right, so we can get another returning shot. I don't think so. Culling, it's probably going to be another no for me as well. I will say I think I can take other types of maneuvers now that I draw new maneuvers whenever I play a quiver. That means like the odds of me only drawing shots and that's it is going to be the it's very low, and that's the only scenario in which I'd be in danger of getting killed. Because, right, if I can play one maneuver, well, yeah, because I'm guaranteed a maneuver, so if it is a culling, theoretically, then I'm not going to have anything defensive, because I'm always guaranteed one additional maneuver drawn, because that's the passive I took. But so I am more interested now at getting a different type of maneuver. Anyways, multi-shot random enemies for 100% extra damage, followed by cleanup. Deal 3 hits for 50% damage to random enemies. Okay. Ultimate weaponry, no. Too many charges. Well, I'm not opposed to culling. Something that is interesting is now that I get to draw maneuvers after I play a quiver, if I draw culling, that could be useful. But it's not going to be crazy often. I think I'll do it. Let's take a culling. I typically don't do multi-shot. Let's do it this time. Oh, another Gworth. Man, they're giving me so many of those. Okay. They've given me 4. Alright, All-Mother Altar.
The shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air. A priestess materializes out of the weirdness and asks what it is that you're looking for.
Yes. Perform a ritual.
You feel a strange power rising around you. Is that a faint glow over the altar, or is it just a trick of the light?
Alright, healing power has increased. I'm down 1 hit point, right? I'm not gonna rob because then I can't heal. Oh, I forget what were the. Oh, it's just 2 of the All-Mother blessings, isn't that it? Yeah, it gives me 100 barrier. Honestly, I feel like I'm doing so well with defense. I don't know if I need any of this. If anything, it's kind of loading my deck with defensive cards. I mean, typically, a single feint. Kind of is more helpful than even a 0-cost 100 barrier at this point, which is crazy. Because it also does my ultimate. My armor is so high, I'm getting 75 barrier compared to 100. It's almost equal. I don't know. I'll just heal. I'll heal 1 point of damage. Ugh, yeah, I don't want the blessing
Priestess
card.
lays her hands on your chest. You feel a wrenching pain as your body heals much faster than is comfortable. It's hard to get used to this sensation.
Yeah. And what's funny is I already have a blessing card anyway, and I don't even use it. I've never had a need to. Okay. I think let's walk over here. What's incoming anyway? Is he guarding anything? Ooh, Manasseh, whatever. However you pronounce that lady's name. The snake lady. Okay. Anyway. I'm going to be ending it here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are enjoying this, please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Or, liking, whatever. It'd be cool. I'd appreciate it a ton. But I am going to be ending this stream. I'm streaming tomorrow. Approximately 6:30 is when I'm going to be starting it. I hope I'm going to be feeling okay tomorrow. As I said, I'm feeling a little bit sick, so we'll see. I don't want to rush like the next lore video, but I do want to make sure it's out by Sunday, so we'll see how I'm feeling, but I hope I'm okay. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great night. I appreciate all of you guys coming. Also the ones that left earlier who went to bed. I appreciate all of you guys. You're all incredible. You're all the best. I appreciate you all. I love you all. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I hope to see you guys, well, every time that I stream, but yeah. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a great night. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. But yeah, see you later.